Alright, welcome everyone. It's time for another Old Games on a Weekday stream. Yay! I'm your host as always, Mark W, and we're continuing tonight with the ongoing epic quest of the Avatar Ultima IV for the Sega Master System. So, let me gather my bearings here. I am going to try to focus on actually hitting up one of those dungeons, raiding one of those dungeons tonight. We have no completed dungeons so far. We got all 8 of the partial Avatar hoodie stuff going on. Let me refer to my notes here. What else we got happening? Yeah, I think we just got... Last time we got the humility 8th of the Ankh. We had to use the silver horn to avoid waking up the demons at the shrine. Yeah, I kind of made this checklist, and we did 3 of the 4 things I wanted to do to prepare for the dungeon trek. Level up Shamino, get some Mandrake at the Bloody Plains, get Nightshade. Did I make the negate spells? I don't remember. Wanted to have negate spells ready. Maybe some other spells. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to review my spell situation, and then just go. The 2 dungeons I've been in so far are DESTARD and Despise. Not sure which one I want to go into, though. I know in DESTARD there's the red stone, which is one of the things I need. Yeah, I need the red stone in one altar room to get the third part of the key. It's found on an altar. It's found in DESTARD. Alright, so what about Despise? What do we have in our notes about Despise? Not, I don't have much in my notes about Despise. Now, I did kind of screen cap bits of the map one at a time, because the way it works is, you know, you can use a gem, or there's certain spells too that'll show you like the surrounding map area, but not the whole level. And you know, I have like a screenshot for each map. Seahorses in a pool, that sounds like a fun romp. I don't know, swimming with the seahorses at the aquarium. I don't know. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I don't remember what the heck was in Despise at all. But I did get all the way up to level 6 in it. There were some gremlins that were a pain, apparently. Yeah. So I guess this is where I left off in Despise. I'm trying to remember what these symbols are. I think these are stairs, probably. Or a ladder. Yeah, they're a little tricky. It's a little hard to see, too, but I wrote the letter A. So I think A connects with A, and it's kind of a maze sometimes. This is when I wrote A and A, so I don't know what... I honestly don't know what that's supposed to mean. I guess what it is I think the ones that are shaped like this are up, and the ones shaped like that are down. And the idea is A down connects to A on the next... A up on the next lowest level. So in this case, it would be this... A down connects to this A up here. But this thing here I don't have a letter on because I didn't actually go down there yet. Yeah. So that's where I left off in Despise at level 6. But I don't know which one I want to go in still. Let me look at the map. Because I should have the 2 dungeons marked on the map. Perhaps others as well. And let's see. Here's Despise, approximately. Okay, and where's DESTARD? Dastardly. Here it is, down here. I don't know, I guess maybe I'll just go to Despise, because it's probably, well, assuming I'm near Lord British, it would be closer. I don't know where I am, actually, though. We will see in a moment. Now, there's one thing I really wanted to have negate for, and that is the negate spell. That was for the what are they called? Reapers, who totally owned me once. However, I didn't take note of which dungeon had those Reapers, so we'll see. We'll see if I run into them. Alright, why don't we jump into it? First, we gotta try to figure out where we were. I am Mark W. the Bard. Okay, I think I was last searching for Nightshade, perhaps. Maybe that's why I'm here. Yeah, that's right. I was using the sextant. Is it equipment or item? Those are such like interchangeable words to me. Okay, do I want equipment or item? I don't know. Okay, sextant. Here we go. It's an equipment. Yeah, that's right. So I was looking for Nightshade, which is a JFCO. I wonder if I can just grab it again. Actually, let me confirm that's where it's JF and CO. Yeah. So I might be able to just wait for the moons to turn new again and grab some more, but I don't... That seems too easy, I don't know. I don't think just quitting the game and coming back shouldn't really make that available any more readily than if I had not quit and come back, you know what I mean? But anyway, I can just sit here and the moon phases will go. I won't consume food. So I'll just wait a bit, and then once it becomes a new moon, double new moon, I'll try searching for the heck of it. When it doesn't work, I will review my spell situation and then hop into the nearest dungeon of the two that I've been looking at. Search. You find Nightshade. Wow, look at that. So I'm not sure what resets it. Can you just sit here and wait for the new moon every time and do it? It seems too easy. In any case, there's some orcs who are going to leap upon me. But you know what? I'm just going to try it. I'm going to let the moon cycle back to new again. And try to get some more. And again, you know, I don't consume food because I'm just sitting here. An interesting thing is what I remember in the Commodore version is if you sat here, it actually had a real-time counter. You sat here for maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds. If you didn't provide any input, it would just make you pass a turn. And then, you know, so you couldn't just do this and wait for the moon phases to cycle. You know, so the orcs would be upon me and everything. Hey, Stu, how's it going? Stu says this is really nice music. Oh, are you sick of it yet? Is this a lute or a harpsichord? It's a Sega Master System. How's it going, Stu? What were you streaming lately? I think I saw you were trying to beat that Monty game. And I was watching with Rob Bob, like one of your later attempts where you were like, I hate this game, but I'm gonna beat it. Monty, not the Monty on the Run or a different one? Auf Wiedersehen Monty or something. I did see your comment. I replied to it. That was cool that we picked out mostly the same games. Yeah, so Stu ordered a bunch of stuff from Cytronic. Like I showed off recently. Oh, look at that. Something interesting happened. Oh, I searched and that used a turn. That's why the orcs are closer. But yeah, I could not gather more Nightshade by passing again, and that's fine. Let's attack these orcs. These orcs. The one orc. I was getting a little ambitious in coming up with ideas for how I would mod this game if I wanted to. I was getting into like, let's make the character classes more distinct, and let's make ranged weapon not the no-brainer. I was thinking of all these different ideas. Alright. Oh, there's a chest there. Oh, that's right, I was using... Was I using a... Hold on, I just did something stupid and then started making up reasons why I was not on the chest. Never mind. It makes no sense. Don't listen to me. Goodbye, Monty, is what Stu was like. Oh, got some liches coming. All right, so let me reacquaint myself. Let me figure out where the heck I am, because again, the goal is to hit it, raid one of these dungeons, probably Despise or DESTARD, however you say that. I don't remember where I was though. Now, I know I traveled quite a ways to get to the Nightshade, and I know in terms of latitude and longitude where that is. Actually, I've been meaning to make it like a little mini project to mark up this map with the lines of latitude and longitude, but I haven't done that yet. I suspect I might be like right here. Anyway, I'm right near a bridge, and there's only so many. I think the one place I circled might be it, though. With that in mind, I can go to DESTARD, which is right here. It's a dungeon of convenience. That's how I decide where I'm gonna raid. Hey, it happens to be conveniently located. But what am I doing with these liches? I guess I'm gonna fight them. Oh, they're chickening out, huh? let me keep my map up on the side here. I'm still not sure where I am. Okay, this looks like it could be it, but I need to be going... I actually need to cross that bridge. Alright, here's the Lich. And some demons, just for extra added fun. Heavily wounded Lich. Heavily wounded still. I don't think Janet can hit that one because of the rock, so we'll go for that one. Yeah, part of my idea was to make combat more deadly but less common. Like, it's more of a tactical thing with higher stakes, but less of a grind of, oh, alright, let me just do the 8,000th combat for this day. Anyway, I just like to brainstorm design ideas that I never actually implement. That's how I roll. Actually, I learned that some of the ideas I had for class abilities, they actually did add very similar things to what I was thinking in the later Ultima games. Like, for example, Shimino. If you have Shimino, or I guess any ranger, you can automatically, like... I don't know how it works, but basically you fight less. I think you attract less monsters or something. Because he's, like, using his tracking skills automatically or something. But I think I would like it to be more of an explicit thing, because I was reading, like, a Reddit thread where people are like, oh, I didn't even know it worked like that. I just kind of felt like maybe I was fighting fewer monsters. So it just seemed like it changes the numbers under the hood without telling you. I gotta get used to these ranges and stuff. Mariah... Yeah, another idea I had was that the mages, with each level, they should get a free spell they can cast. Not free in terms of magic points, but in terms of reagents, because this game encourages you to not actually use spells too much unless you're in trouble. Because they're so expensive. You know, you cast one magic missile and that might add up to, like, I don't know, 20 gold or so. And what you wind up doing is you have your mage just using your crappy weapon most of the time. So I was thinking, how about with each level, the mage can, like, sort of master a different spell and it costs no reagents. It'll still cost a magic point, so you don't use them, like, infinitely. But, like, maybe at, you know, level 4, the mage can do a magic missile, and maybe it gets more powerful as they level up, basically. I was thinking bards don't feel like bards at all, so why not give them some special bard songs, like in the Bard's Tale or something? Like, what am I doing at the bard? I'm not playing music at all. There's no... Yeah, what does he do? He's just there. He fights. He does generic magic. So I don't know. Just some thoughts I had. He represents compassion for some reason. I guess because you need to be compassionate to be a good musician, perhaps. I don't know. Oh, just got zapped. Mark W just got beat up quite a bit. The liches beat him up a bit, and then that trap hurt him. So Stu says shooting an arrow at a skull does not seem like it would be effective. That's true. You could make it so like there's different. While I'm brainstorming design ideas, you can make it so different types of attacks affect different critters differently. Like skeletons, yeah, you shouldn't be firing arrows at skeletons. You should be using maces and crushing weapons. Yeah. Anyway, DESTARD should be like in a sort of mountain range, or yeah, here it is. Should be right around here. I think I I should review my spells, my spell inventory before I just hop right in. I think it's like down here a little bit. Is it on the west side? I think on the west side. Here, speaking of skeletons. And they have a mage too for some reason. You can't hit him, can you? No. But yeah, I also think the game should encourage melee more often. And there's multiple ways you could do that. You could just make it so you can't attack ranged when you're adjacent to anybody. It's not a very exciting mechanic, but it would work. So maybe you could have a default melee and a default range, so you're not like fumbling to switch around weapons. Alright, we got rid of the mage, now it's just picking off the weaklings here. I guess I should let my my ranger and my mage, Mariah and Shimino, get some peas. peas and carrots. When I say peas, I mean like XP. But sometimes I just call them peas. I'll get the hang of going faster again in a bit, hopefully. Alright, Mariah, do your thing. Yeah, you killed the skeleton. Yeah, again, you get so shot. The game really kind of scales experience points, not very hugely. It's interesting. Like, for example, one of those liches I fought gives you, what, 9 XP? And these skeletons give you 4. It's like... One of the liches is definitely tougher than, like, 5. Than, like, a couple of these, skeletons. But, that's how it is. You can really just... I guess you can just kind of grind on grunts if you want. And it won't be like... It won't be like you're only getting 1 experience versus 100 in fighting a tough guy. It's like, no, again, it's like you get 4 instead of 9. So it's not really that vast of a difference. Okay, these two skeletons are fleeing. Hopefully I can kill them before they flee. Did Mariah hit that one? I think it's in the line of sight. Yep, cool. Alright, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I only know that Stu is here, though. I guess Eric is not here. He's really great at saying hi. Where is DESTARD here? This looks promising. There we go. Alright, let's review the spells in the inventory. It's possible I might want to back out and buy reagents. I'm kind of inclined to just go for it, just to go for it anyway. What do I have here? Awaken, blink, cure, dispel. I'm trying to remind myself what these numbers mean. I think 73 cure is how many usages it have, and the 5 would be the magic points it costs. I think it's only showing me the ones I can cast, rather than everything I have. Mixed reagents show... Oh, here we go. This shows you all the number of spells you have. And Stu said, unfortunately, I need to go soon to do my own stream. Okay. I need to wake up early tomorrow. Oh, that's alright. Did you ever manage to beat the Monty game? Goodbye, Monty, by the way. I know people who are were into those games back in the day. They say Monty on the Run has like the best music. They love that it was made by Rob Hubbard. He was a good composer. It's not like he's dead or something. He's not dead. Anyway, oh, you did beat it! Hooray! Anyway, I got mine in the gates. It looks like. I'm not sure what else I want to get. I have up and down. Those just let you go up and down a level. They're called Z up and Y up and Z down originally, because they had to map it. They basically mapped each spell to a letter on the keyboard for the the Commodore and Apple etc. versions, and it's kind of silly. But you can see here you got A is awaken, B is blink here, and they just stuck a Y in front of up and a Z in front of down, so it's Y up and Z down. But they removed it for the Sega Master version, and exit is supposed to be X. I think view is just like looking in a gem, and I think I have a pile of those gems. I guess I should verify that. I wonder if I should have more offensive magic or something. I don't think I got a lot of cures, which is good. I could use more heals. That's something to check. How many can I mix? So it's time to pull up the spell book, because the game doesn't just say you mix these things and get heal. You have to tell it what you're mixing together. And you know what to mix by looking it up here. You can look it up in the more flavor-oriented spellbook or just in this spreadsheet-like form. This is easier, even if it's less flavorful. Your resurrecting quickness, you don't know off the bat. That's why they're question marks. And also undead. Anyway, what do we want? Heal is B and D. And B and D are ginseng and spider silk. Alright. Stu says, I just got in the mail something that must have been an E3 giveaway or something. It's a CD with a demo of Pitfall the Mine Adventure on it. Okay. Is that game any good? I mean, I feel like I heard of it, and I don't remember there was much excitement about it, unfortunately. Anyway, let's mix some heals. We need ginseng and spider silk, and I happen to have quite a bit of both of those. A little bit lesser in the spider silk area. One nice thing is even in the dungeon, I'm pretty sure I can mix these in the dungeon. Now I'm having a doubt though. I think you can. It's just, you know, you can't go buying reagents in the dungeon. That's probably obvious. So make some heals ahead of time anyway. Ginseng and spider silk. Am I doing this right? Now, how do I actually make it happen now? Aborted. Okay. Magic, mixed reagents, heal. And that's what I really want mostly, is heals. Heals, cures, again, in case I find the Reapers, I want to have, are they Ropers or Reapers? Negate for them. Yeah, tomorrow is a special night for the W household. It is Rob Bob's high school graduation. I was thinking about streaming after that, but I'm like, you know, let me get it out of the way tonight. I don't know what to do here. I feel like a dumbass. I've done this before. Is there like confirmed place here? Oh, mix. Here we go. Okay. How many mixers? Make a bunch. 9 sounds good. Mixing. Success. Success. Now we have 16 heals. How does the gate work? Oh, it's for moon gating or something. Energy, it puts up like an energy field. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm ready to just jump into it probably. Exit. I have 4 exit spells. That's for exiting the dungeon instantly if you don't want to claw your way back up. Up and down. Can I make more up and downs? Should I need that? I should probably look into that. Up costs... What is up cost? Up and down each cost a spider silk and a blood moss. Alright, so if we wanted to make more... Alright, I can make a ton more. Nightshade and Mandrake, I have 90. These are the ones you have to harvest outside. You can't just buy them. But I have a bunch to spare. Is there anything really cool I can make with them though? I think I can make Tremor is good. I think it just kind of nukes everybody. That requires 1 Mandrake root. We also got Kill, which requires Nightshade and what the heck does it say here? This is not the greatest scan of the manual. I'm trying to see what it says for Kill here. Kill is like an instant death one-shot thing. It looks like, I guess that's F. It looks like a T, but there's no T. So I guess it's F and G. Should be Black Pearl and Nightshade. Alright, so I can always mix those in the dungeon if it seems good. How's it going, Dan? Dan said, I'm waiting until you have like 50 Tremor spells. My favorite, the speed of combat by obliterating the enemy mobs. Alright, alright. That's cool. Maybe I should have... I guess you need to have them prepared before the combat. So even though you can mix in the dungeon, you can't mix in the middle of combat, right? So it might be good to have some tremors and stuff prepared. And I have none, right? Yeah, let's make I can make a few of these. I don't want to go overboard. Like overly focusing on one thing until I might not like it. I think a tremor will be wonderful though. Let's get, let's say 3 of those. We need, sulfurous ash and blood moss and the very rare mandrake root. Yeah, let's make 3 to start. Mixing success. Hooray. Should we get a couple kills? That is what we say, Black Pearl and Nightshade. get 3 of those as well. Alright, we can now kill many people. In any combat that's like even a little bit threatening, I would love to have the mage just hurling magic missiles recklessly. They're kind of, you know, it's a pretty good attack, but a lot better than her sling. The magic missile is sulfurous ash and black pearl as well. Alright, so I'm just gonna hold tight for now. I think we got enough stuff. Alright. This is the dungeon of DESTARD. Dan says, I think quickness can be good too. That's one I don't know. That's a big question mark in the manual. But you can probably find the ingredients somewhere. Have I ever found this yet? Oh. Calumny knows the quickness spell. Oh, here we go. It's sulfurous ash, ginseng, and blood moss. Yeah, let me make a couple of those at least. What does that do? Boost the speed of everybody in the combat? And what do they do? Get like 2 moves or something? Instead of 1? What does this cost again? Sulfurous ash, ginseng, blood moss. Yeah, I'll get a few of those. And I have quite a lot of these, so I can go a little crazier than just 3. Let's just go with 9. That's a good start. Alright. Let's actually, we can verify in the spell book how that works. What is it called? The Book of Wisdom? That guy doesn't look too well. Gate travel, jinx. There's our friend the magic missile. Quickness. The spell of quickness is one of the most unpredictable yet potent spells in the wizard's collection of enchantments, and one of the most telling on his or her companions. When cast during battle, the quickness spell will heighten the natural dexterity of one's fellows to such a degree that they will move with twice their normal agility. At times they will be able to land 2 blows against their foes instead of the customary single strike during a round of combat. The price is age. For the recipients of the extra speed incurred by the use of quickness will age briefly while under the sway of the enchantment. That's just flavor text, doesn't matter. I hope. Yeah, most feel that an occasional gray hair is but a small price to pay for the advantage of dealing twice the number of blows that one might receive. The reagents for the quickness. Oh. That's hilarious because here it says it's a question mark. Like you don't know it. And I actually had to find in-game the reagents. But this book just spells it right here. Spells it out right for you. Oh. Okay. And then you say, does this look like a cue to you? Alright. Okay, so let's find my DESTARD maps. Yeah, alright, this is level 1 here. We want to find the red stone, which my notes say is on level, what, 7, I think? I have sort of this parenthetical note, level 7. For some reason, I think that might be a spoiler you threw at me, Dan, and rather than some info I gathered. That's okay. Need the redstone in 1 altar room to get to the 3rd part of a key. I think it's like bigger picture, you know, information. So it's found on an altar, and it's in DESTARD. We know that. So we can check our existing maps. I do have level 7 mapped out here. I don't know if this is the whole level. And I don't know what symbol is an altar, unfortunately, if anything here. There's also a level 8, however. So you would think the big thing you're looking for would not be on 7, but rather 8. You know, if there is an 8. Okay. All right, well let's get to it. I just really want to not delay dungeoneering. That was like the last for the last 2 or 3 parts of this series. I've been like, I'm gonna head into a dungeon soon, but then I don't get to it. So I think we should do it. I could probably, I'm delaying it a little bit, but I could probably just do a camp out here, and I think Mark W would get healed up. You can't camp in the dungeon though, can you? Maybe you can actually. Might just be more dangerous. And I rarely do this for some reason, because I usually just run over to Lord British. Let's try resting. You can get ambushed, but I think it's more common in the dungeon. Okay, we're all healed up. That's nice. Mark W now has 700 instead of whatever I had before, 510 or something. All right, without further ado, dungeon. Now I'm scared. It plays scary and creepy music. Dun dun dun. Okay, so. Hold on, that's the wrong dungeon. That's the spies. I guess we just want to go downstairs first. This looks like it might be an infinite looping sort of layout. All right. I think all we really want to do, if we just want to get downstairs, is go here. So let's roll then, I guess. I don't know where that red dot is on that map, but it looks like the same repeated pattern, so assuming I can just assuming I can just go down, but I just noticed there's secret doors here. Am I getting distracted though? Are those downstairs or upstairs? I guess they're probably down. Alright, so now we're on level 2. Let's see. I got a black minus 100 hit points here. I think that's like a fountain that's... I'm not sure if it's always a negative effect, or if it just happened to be that one time I tried it. It might be a random effect, in other words. Anyway, I suppose I am here right now, and I have to go through these doors. These checkerboard things I think are battles that are like fixed. Yeah, they're fixed in the dungeon layout rather than being a random encounter. I guess for my own knowledge, it might be good to check if these fountains, if that's what they're called, give consistent effects or not. If I get a black and a no effect again, then I know they're consistent. It would suck to lose 100 hit points, but I can handle it. All right, so let's go straight. Actually looks like I'm in a top right corner, so I'm not where I pointed to. That must be here. These dungeons have so many stairs. Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna head this way and up and head to that black fountain and see how it is. See if I black again. Yeah, it looks right. Alright, here we go. Who wants to get blacked? How do we do this? Use? No. Search? You find a fountain. Who drinks? Who wants to get it by 100? I mean, I feel like Mark W takes the brunt of it. So I'm going to be a wuss and give it to Jana. Okay, she got blacked too. Nasty. So that seems consistent. I mean, you can't tell with 100% certainty from 2 tests, but let's check the southwest one. If that's a no effect like last time, I'm going to call it consistent. This time I'll have Julia drink. That's a no effect. Yeah, it seems consistent. Alright. Sorry, Jana, for doing that to you. It looks like we have some enemies afoot. Where are they? Don't want to just ignore them. Yeah, let's just go down to the stairs. Before, when I was looking at this, by the way, I was thinking this here was the upstairs. This is actually the downstairs. So that makes sense why I wasn't like in one of these. Hey, Jeremiah, welcome. Jeremiah says you were playing the Master System version. Nice. I'm surprised you could identify it, but yeah, I totally am. Yeah, I used to play the Commodore 64 one when I was a kid. This one, one of the major distinguishing features is what we're seeing right now. It's not a third-person Sorry, it is a third-person point of view in the dungeon instead of first-person, which I prefer. The first-person is just makes it hard to navigate and stuff, and I'm not too impressed by that these days. Right, when you're a kid, it's like, whoa, this is so cool. But now I like this better. Anyway, we've got some phantoms in the wall and a Zorn in front of us. All right, let's just kill the Zorn first, I guess. Oh, you read the description. You know what? Nobody reads the descriptions. I always assume nobody does it. But thank you for reading. I appreciate that. Alright, the Zorn is almost dead. It's kind of a pain. I have to cycle through all these ghosts at the wall. Oh, if I hit right, it goes faster. It kind of wraps around, I guess. Yeah, I'm on it again. Alright, I don't think we can shoot them, right? So I guess we gotta just... We can either wait for them to all come through the walls or just advance. I guess some of them are gonna get through the walls by the time I get to the other end of the hallway anyway. Some are already on top of me. The question is, do I want to just keep booking it? I think I'm gonna run for it, and if I get trapped behind them, then that's what happens, I suppose. Now it's starting to look like I'm getting trapped already. Alright. Yeah, you know, by the time I, like, move some of the guys forward and the others to the left and up, it's gonna, like, take a million turns. So I think I should just stand and fight. At least a few of them. Oh, that died quickly, that ghost. That's good. So now we can move up a little more, I guess. Jana is kind of stuck, so she might as well shoot one of them. How about, shoot this one, because Shimino's low level. Missed. And Jeremiah said he never played any Ultima game, though he plans on playing them eventually. That's cool. I think they're kind of a treat. You know, some of them, you know, you want... Old school RPGs do just show some age, especially regarding grinding and throwing a million battles at you. But I have a heck of a good time with them anyway. I think they're a lot of fun. Very creative designs. Alright, Shimino, I guess we'll just shoot this ghost right next to him. I think I'm going to continue to run upward at this point, actually. You know what, though? Do I lose Valor if I don't kill them? Oh, shoot. I'm going to lose Valor if I'm just remembering that. I can't run away. What are the conditions when you can run away? I don't remember. I think you pretty much can't run away without losing Valor. And I would lose my partial avatar hood and Valor. Alright, I guess I'm fighting them. That is you could say that's a little bit annoying. But yeah, this game, you might have heard about this before, Jeremiah, but you're trying to be the avatar, like the ideal sort of moral person. And one of the things, one of the virtues, I already maximized all 8 of them, is Valor, and so you just can't run away in a combat without losing Valor points. So given that I've mastered Valor, I would have to do a whole bunch of stuff later on, like revisit a shrine after earning back my Valor points to master Valor again, if I fled. Sometimes you have to do that if it's life or death. Then again, you know, it's probably... you could argue it's easier to deal with death than trying to get the virtue built up again. Alright, let's get rid of the liches first. I keep missing this damn thing. Yeah, that one's barely wounded. Mariah, let's do a magic missile. Let's use some magic once in a while. Cast spell. Magic missile on the lich. Boom. Alright, barely wounded. That's not great. The liches do inflict pretty good damage. Trying to focus on one at a time to get it killed off first. Alright, that one's dead. I think I'm gonna pass on the magic missile for now. Poor Mark W. always bears the brunt of it. Poor me. Woe is me. Alright, Jeremiah says, I mean, I never played a wizardry game until the Digital Eclipse released from a couple of years ago. How was that one? I didn't play it. You loved it, you said. Okay, cool. I only played the first wizardry a little bit for Commodore, and for whatever reason, it didn't grip me at all. But I had already played Ultima games and stuff by then, and Bard's Tale and stuff. But I wouldn't mind revisiting the Wizardry games. Even if it didn't grip me back then, the first one. Alright, so those liches are dead now. These ghosts are easy pickings. And again, they give you so much experience, even if they're pushovers. I do think that in modern, like, you know, modern game appreciation conversations, I don't know what else to call it, people are very harsh on the concept of grinding at all. And I can get it. I don't always want to grind, to be honest. But I don't know. I feel like if it's a fantasy RPG, there should be a lot of battles. It would kind of feel weird if there's none. I do think there should be a limit, like I was saying earlier. Would it be bad if they did remove some of them, especially in the overworld, and make them count more, fewer combats that count more? Anyway, the game is what it is. It was designed in like 1984 or something. We did get Julia poisoned, so we might as well cast one of the many cure spells that we know that we have prepared, and now she's good. And Jeremiah says, one day I will get through the main games in Ultima Wizardry and Might and Magic someday. That actually sounds like a fun gaming bucket list item. I actually have something like that in my gaming bucket list, but just this series. I want to play through all the Ultima games. I don't know if I'll play all those other series. I did play the first Might and Magic, but I don't think I actually finished it, honestly. All right, let me pause for a minute. Somehow, I think the difference between pausing and just not providing any input is negligible, but I just feel like if I'm paused, the music stops, it feels like I'm 100% sure nothing's going to happen in the game. I know it's paused. Here we are on level 3 where we've been before. Oh, that's the, I probably want to revisit that thing. The +5 strength bonus. I think those reactivate every time you visit the dungeon. And what happens is everybody will get 5 strength, but they also take 200 damage. Actually, that seems like it would be too good to be true if you could just do it repeatedly, honestly, as I'm thinking about it. But I guess I'll try it. 200 damage is a lot, though, especially for my guys that only have 400. But you know what? I have a pile of heals, and I can always make more. I'm trying to actually understand what my... Oh, there's 2 of them, right? Yeah, I was trying to understand what my bizarre arrow drawing here from the past was, but it looks like there are just 2 of those things on this level. I think they're like a stone or something. No, not a stone. It must be something else. A sphere or an orb. So I know where I am. I'm going to go right. There's going to be a combat right here. Let's just jump into it. Okay. These guys should be pushovers. Troll is heavily wounded. Troll's dead. Cyclops is fleeing. Mariah can 1, 2, yeah, can hit that. All right, good. Mariah sent the Etten fleeing. Oh, Dupre took a rock to the face. Can we shoot over the fire? I don't remember. No. Such luck. Okay, so we need to maneuver around that. Just do this sort of thing. Just the people who can shoot do, and those who can't don't. That's one way to play it. Isn't there a I don't know why I just had this realization, but I seem to recall there's a pass option. Not a pass, but like wait, and then you can like it'll cycle back to that character who waits after everyone else has moved. Or am I making that up? I don't see that. I just see like pass my whole turn. Maybe I'm thinking of another game. I don't know. That can be useful once you're in these cramped quarters. Okay. So, if we go north, we can hit up one of those orbs or whatever they're called. I guess we'll do that. And we can heal up a bunch and hit the other one. I wonder if we can just rest. Again, you do get ambushed sometimes in the dungeon, but I'm not really that concerned by the threat. This can be a little awkward sometimes, just trying to move everybody in one direction. It takes quite a number of turns sometimes. That's alright though, I'm not complaining. Maybe a little bit. Alright. So let's check if this... Oh, ghosts. Kind of blend in with the floor. These ghosts might not be bad targets for the weaker players to grind on. Let's do some of that. Shimino and Mariah, these are all yours. I'm gonna make these targets for Shimino and Mariah. Okay, Mariah, you're in range. You got one, yeah. Shimino, do your thing. Back over to Mariah, get one of them. Alright, heavily wounded Shimino, you pick out the one on the on the left. They're fleeing or something? No, lightly wounded. Mariah, can you get that one? 1, 2, no, it's too far. She can only shoot 4. 4 spaces away. Another kill for Shamu. Oh, so much missing. Is that actually 5 spaces away? It's hard to gauge it sometimes. I think that one on the right is fleeing though, so maybe somebody should pick it off. Here, you go for it. Alright. Julia picked off the fleeing one. Mariah, you go for this one. Cool. More ghosts are coming. Here, this is all yours, Jeffrey. Alright, 78 gold, more ghosts. Just bring it on. Come on, stupid ghosts. Only 2 of them. Shimino! Ghost is fleeing. Okay, this one is from Mariah. Mariah can't hit. It's almost like using a sling against a ghost is difficult. Alright. Looks like it's starting to get away, so let's just shoot it. Okay. More money. Alright, yeah, so I'm trying to think who... Last time I didn't have all of these party members. I don't remember who I had exactly last time, but I'm sure I didn't have Shimino. So part of me wonders if it will only affect those who haven't touched it, or I don't know what. But let's review the stats of all the guys, all the characters real quick. How do we do that actually? I think it's in camp. Status. So look at our strengths. Mark has 45, Dupre 24. I'm not gonna remember all this, but Julia 39, Jana 34, Jeffrey 31, Mariah 25, and Shimino 29. So I guess if it gives us all 5. You know, I can just rewind the video and check. Anyway, let's just go. We're gonna search. Oh, that's right, you choose one person to touch it. Oh. In that case, I gotta think about this. It might be you can do all of them just one at a time, though. I don't know. I'm gonna start with Jeffrey. Plus 5, alright. And yeah, now it's gone. So it's each dungeon trip you can do it once. Okay. Let me just take a note on my map. It's one use per... What's the way to phrase it? 1 character, 1 use per dungeon trip. Something like that, right? Where am I? Oh. Dun, 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 dun. 1 use per car. Something like that. It's more of a general... I think it's more of a general tip, really, for how these things work. But that's... Well, I'm going to put it right on the map for now. Alright, so our fighter character is stronger now. That's good. but let's help out another character with this one here. I feel like you could probably just go in and out of a dungeon farming like this, right? Let's verify Jeffrey's strength. Yeah, you had 20. What do you have before? 31, I guess. Let me verify by rewinding my stream preview, just so I'm sure. All right, looks like he had, drum roll, 31. Yep, it worked. Yeah, we're the old people, Dan. I kind of agree. It feels like you've been through stuff, and Dan says always felt like grinding made the game more like real life. Paying your dues, can't be strong, wise, or skill without years of training or experience, which is the exclusive reward for the persevering. Yeah, I mean, I sometimes feel like I wish there were less forced battles that are kind of like just press the button or repeat. I guess you know what would be good? It should let you skip battles that are no-brainers, like that are auto kill basically. Like you're gonna automatically win anyway if I fight some orcs on the overworld. So why not let me hit a button? That's still kind of a modern idea. Yeah, we're cranky, Dan. Just like, you know, sometimes I hear new players describe NetHack and they're like, this is such crap. You know, why do I have to manage all this inventory? Why do I have to figure all these things out? Anyway, let's go to the other orb. Where the heck's my map level thing? DESTARD 3, I guess I closed it. Alright. Okay, so we have to fight that battle again here, and then we'll get to the next orb. I'm honestly tempted to just go in and out and do this. This would be so good for my characters. Is there a limit to it though? Oh, it's dark. Why is it dark? Do I need to light a torch or something? Excuse me. Okay. Etienne heavily wounded. You know, I used to grind in Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I played it at first, and it was a little bit hard. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna kill a bunch of blobs for a while and level up. And I feel like any player today would be like, you had to do that. That means the game is fundamentally a bad design. I don't agree with that. Now, you have to have more patience than like, in a sense, I don't have I have less, let's put it this way, I have less patience for that than I did back in the day, but it's a valid tactic, and it works, and I don't know, it rewards you if you pay your dues. Yeah. It sounds like we're old people, but you know, should the game just like automatically level you up or something? No, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, there's alternate ways you could make a character level up in a game. You could just say, like, whenever you beat a boss, you gain a level or something like that. That way you don't waste your time beating up weaklings. But I don't know, that's kind of, it feels kind of contrived somehow. Alright, yeah, we're going down. Just wanted to verify, so I took a glance at the map again. Alright, got some trolls afoot. Let's take out the Etienne first, because they throw big freaking rocks or something. Oh, that was a one-shot, wow. I still need to get one more person in the party. I need to get the shepherd, who would be named Katrina. And the reason I couldn't get her is you can only... You're limited by the number of my character, Mark's level. If I'm level 7, I can get 7 guys in the party. If I'm 6, I can get 6, etc. So I need to get to level 8, which is the last level of experience, before I can get the 8th character. So, even though I try to like sort of judiciously spread around the XP sometimes, wouldn't be a bad thing if Mark just got to level 8. everybody can use the XP, really. Anybody who's at level 8 is already at the max. That's when you could. That's when they should stop going for killing blows. But otherwise, oh, Julie's asleep. Okay. Do I care? I mean, she'll wake up. No point in using an awaken spell, I don't think. All right, now who do I want to give this to now? I don't even know. You could argue that it benefits those with lower strength greater, sort of. Like as a proportion of what they've got. In other words, you know, for Mark, it goes. I'd be going from 45 to 50, which is less of a jump than Mariah going to from 25 to 50. Sorry, 25 to 30. I mean, I feel like Dupre is a weakling considering he's a kind of a warrior-ish type. I don't know why he's so low. Is it just because he's level 5? 5 isn't bad though. Look at these level 4 guys are stronger. Shamino and Mariah. Yeah, why does the Paladin at level 5 have less strength than a level 4 mage? That's insane. The prey sucks. All its stats suck. Look at that. 24, 21, 24. I mean, they all suck, but the mage is like generally better. Anyway, maybe I'll give him strength. I'm not even sure how strength works. Is it like only for melee combat or what? If so, I'm not sure if I should worry about it because I'm always using ranged weapons. You know, maybe that's something the manual will address. I will not look up a spoiler because I'm not doing that. But it probably says here how you're. These are the kind of things like the Ultimate games. They really obscure all the math. Not all the math, but a lot of it. Like even when I'm hitting enemies, it doesn't say this monster has 10 hit points and oh, I've knocked him down for, you know, by 8 points and now he has 2. It just says, tries to descriptively say, oh, he's barely wounded or he's severely wounded. So they like really like to hide the math, which there's some appeal to that to me. Anyway, what am I looking for? Strength. Is it actually defined somewhere? Not in transportation or in mercantile. Geography, political history, right? Thought maybe I'd passed it, but no. Could be that they don't actually talk about it. Magical arts, bestiary, Guild of Combat, it might be here. Does it actually talk about strength? The ethics of war. Okay, I don't think it actually talks about how strength works. Well, now I'm tempted to just look it up in a wiki or something, but let me think. What could it? Well, all I can think of it would be for damage, and it's possible it affects missile weapon damage too, but I would think probably not. That's usually what strength does in games. It affects your melee damage, and it might involve like carrying capacity, but this game doesn't have such a concept. So I'm thinking it's just melee damage. If that's the case, I don't think I should bother grinding it. Yeah, I'm having this ethical dilemma. Do I just look it up? If the game doesn't really give you any insight into this, and the manual doesn't, it might be considered fair play. I'm trying to be really hesitant about looking up things. So maybe it says it on this reference sheet here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna look up how the math works for strength and dexterity and stuff. Yep, this means I'm a dirty cheater. I mean, I feel like this isn't really much of a spoiler per se. I just talked myself into it. Whatever, I'm looking at it, right? Okay, it's telling me here, I don't want to absorb too much of what I'm reading here, that these orbs are giving strength, but The question is, how does the strength work, and does it say it anywhere? Not on this page, anyway. Well, the whole page is a walkthrough, huh? Here's strength. Alright. Strength solely determines how hard the character can hit an enemy. However, since a hit is not guaranteed, dexterity will also factor into combat effectiveness. Strength can be raised to a maximum of 50. In order to raise strength, characters have to touch special orbs in the dungeons. Orbs that raise strength are found in the dungeons of... that's not really too much. Okay. So that's it. It solely determines how hard you can hit an enemy, which is kind of what I figured, but I was not sure about ranged weapons. That's kind of the missing piece of the puzzle for me. Well, I guess we'll check dexterity too then. Dexterity solely determines the hit chances of the character and the enemies. So, from what I'm reading, it sounds like strength would help even in ranged attacks. It says strength is solely about damage, dexterity is solely about 2 hit. Unless the ranged weapons have a fixed damage, like, it's irrespective of the strength, perhaps. Alright, I guess I'll check that too. I hate that I'm doing this. I'm like... Alright, let's just see, like, for bow or something. I don't know, or crossbow, how about... Yeah, where can we find this? It's not clear. It says here that in Ultima 5, 6, and 7, it had a damage rating of such and such, like a fixed number. I don't know. I think it might figure into combat. Alright, I'm gonna assume it does. It might figure into it. Alright. So what now? Who do I want to give it to is the question. If I give it to myself, I'll have max strength and I don't have to worry about it anymore. I think I'll just give it to Dupre, because he seems to be lagging behind. He's special. He's a special learner. Alright, so he's beat up. Should we do a camp to heal everyone? I don't think I'm going to go grinding by leaving and coming back repeatedly. At least not for now. Seems like there's more opportunities probably to get strength. And the max being 50 kind of makes me feel like I won't need to do too much of that anyway. So where am I then? Do I want to do like a rest? Let's see if I can pull that off without getting ambushed. Here we go. Sleeping on the dungeon floor. Maybe one person could keep watch? I don't know about this. Okay, we had a nice, lovely rest on the dungeon floor. Actually, Dupre did not heal up. Or did he not heal up all the way? Looks like Mark healed up. Oh, he did heal. He was at 252. Just not all the way. Okay. And Jeffrey is just 5 below his max. He was at 300 before. All right, so it heals you a significant amount, but not all the way. So what's next here on the DESTARD agenda? I guess we're just going to go downstairs. So there's chests here. Oh, I missed that. While I was up at top here, I should have gotten these chests. I mean, I can still go there. I just have to fight the combat here again. Yeah, let's get these chests. We need wealth so we can buy some good stuff. There's still some very expensive like weapons and armor and stuff to buy. Like the magic armor costs something like 9,000 or whatever. I just messed up my window here. Give me a second. That's pretty good, I guess. Excuse me. Alright. Sorry, so let's get these chests. Slimes, huh? Do. Dun, dun, dun. Is it fleeing? Did it say it was fleeing? Alright. The slime is dead. There's 2 chests here. Alright. Well, let's get them. Get a chest. Mark, you can do it. 56 gold. Bomb trap evader. I'll go back and get the other 2 chests. It's kind of annoying that I didn't think of it before, but here we go. Another combat. Just passing through, guys. What do you got to say, Dan? Yeah, blurry line, what to look up. Yeah. Couldn't remember, but thought the tremor spell should not work against all flying levitation. Levitating monsters like bats, insects, ghost skis, liches had looked it up, but not sure if mentioning it would also be considered spoil. Don't mention it. I'll figure it out. I kind of want to err on the side of not spoiling, but I feel like if it's something... I was just really curious about what strength does, and I was considering even grinding by leaving and returning to the dungeon repeatedly, so that... To me, I was like, you know, well, am I going to waste, like, hours doing something that's not even consequential? You know, stuff like that. But now I know the max is 50. I feel like that's a big deal to know, because I just assumed because there were 2 digits, the max would be 99, and therefore there was a lot of room to upgrade. But yeah, you know, I'll make calls here and there and about what I want to spoil and what I don't. But generally, I kind of want to generally err on the side of not spoiling anything. All right, so let's get these chests. That's why I did this whole battle again. Oh, more slimes. That was fast. And no ghosts. I think later in the game you can get magic wands as a ranged weapon. If I recall correctly, I had like either all my guys or almost all my guys just zapping magic wands all over the place. Get chest, Julia. 58 gold. Alright, so another troll combat. Then we can get final 2 chests. And we'll get out of here after that. Let's kill the Etin since it can do a ranged attack. Get him, Shammy! Miss. Actually, the trolls can do range too. What am I talking about? But I think the Ettins are actually hard hitting. The trolls are kind of wusses, honestly. Alright, get it, Mariah? I'm leaving the right one to Mariah. Get it, Mariah? Alright, lightly wounded. Okay, it's up to you, Mariah. Lightly wounded still. Now he's in her face. Troll fleeing, hooray. Still attacking Mariah, though. Yeah. I feel like probably those flying critters don't get exempt from Tremor, but I'm happy to see it in action. See what happens when I try it. Alright, so we got a whole bunch more gold. Cool. And yeah, now we want to go to the downstairs, which are where again? Guess we just want to go to the right. So we have to go through the junction where we fight a bunch of trolls and stuff again, and then go downstairs. I might just cast an exit spell when I want to leave, just so I don't have to roll through all these levels again. I guess in a way it depends on how your characters are doing. Is it like you're, if you're low on heals or out of heals and you're almost dead, you definitely want to use exit in that case. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a time saver. Can't kill this stupid Cyclops that's in our face. Very good. Etienne heavily wounded. Etienne killed. Just die already. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to the right this time. Sometimes I just kind of mash a direction because it just takes too long to consider every step. It's like, alright, I better go right. Okay, now you can go down. You can go down. You guys go right. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, down, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Okay, so down the stairs we go. The prey is beat up again. Maybe we should do another rest. I don't know. Let's do another rest. Well, I can always swap out the order and like put them in the bag or something. I'm just gonna keep going forward for now. All right, level 4. Done. I got 2 parts to this map. I guess they're 2 separate areas. Okay, so we gotta deal with gremlins. Great. I'm always dealing with gremlins in these games. So we came from one of these upstairs. I don't know which. What are we seeing on the screen here? Okay, we're in... Okay. I think we must be here, except the... Doesn't look like it. The stairs should be over here then if I was there. So I guess I'm not there. I might just not have this particular location mapped, honestly. And then it becomes a question, do I want to use a gem just to have a more complete map, or... How many gems do I have? If I have a lot of them, I'll use one. Got 51. Yeah, they can use it. I'll step down a little bit for now. Just trying to see if there's anything on the map that looks like this, but I guess... Oh. Now I'm confused. I'm gonna use a gem, it's fine. I got 51, I can always buy more. Right, here we go. Oh, yeah, this is not mapped out. Wow. Hold on, I'm in this... Jesus Christ. I'm in DESTARD, right? Not Despite. Alright, so I just had the wrong map pulled up, basically. Yeah, this is what I had. Alright. What I have on the screen right now is a little more complete than in my screenshot, so I guess I could replace it with that. I mean, it's like marginally so. I'm not gonna bother. But, it looks like I have not thoroughly explored this place. What are these things? Are they chests? If so, I want to hit that up. I think they are chests, because if you look at this level, these were the chests, right? So there's a lot of chests right there. Question is it very hard? I'm gonna go for those chests. They sound delicious. Alright, let's just do it, I guess. Here comes the battle. Is it just energy fields? Like different kinds of fields? I'm trying to think, what's the challenge here? Now I can go down or right to get some of these chests. Let's go right, I guess. I guess there is no challenge except you have to not be stupid. Could that be all it is? Oh, no, no. That's right, these are monsters that look like energy fields. Very strange. They're phantoms, okay. That's weird. I think in the original, the phantoms looked like a floating sword and shield. And this one, they look like energy fields. That's very strange. Like in the Commodore one, it just looked like, I think it was like a helmet, a floating helmet, sword and shield, almost like there was an invisible warrior. Keep an eye on these hit points. I'm a little concerned about Dupre. Let's help him out by killing what's in front of him. Honestly, he's got a whole bunch more lined up behind it, though. We might have to heal Dupre. That's fine. Let's kill what's near us. Casting a heal spell here and there is not a big deal. I always have to remember that. You're really throwing a lot of these phantoms at you, though. Jeffrey, deal with your guy. Mariah, deal with the one on the right, maybe. Shammy. So this is kind of a dangerous battle. This is not a pushover. I mean, there's just so many of them. So I could see going through this too many times would be wearing your guys down. However, you know, really, we're getting a bit beat up, but I don't think it's that bad. Again, just trying to keep an eye on Dupre's hit points mostly. If I have to use a heal spell or two, it's not a big deal. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Okay, finish him, Shabino. Yeah, last one. Okay, that was a lot of XP for us. And now we can get our reward in the form of treasure chest, but we're gonna have to come through this again, possibly 2 more times, because yeah, if we want to get the chest and then get these chests, and if we have to backtrack, I'm not sure if we have to backtrack. I think we do. Go like that, and then if we want to get these chests, then we exit over here to the downstairs. It's basically going through this 3 times in total. But I would like to see the rest of the map too, if there's much more off screen. Anyway, let's get out of here. Get some treasure. Woo! Oh, we got some guardians of the treasure too. Let's talk to it. Attacked by a troll. Out of here, troll. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. Okay. $5 gold, 85 gold, 70 gold, attacked by a slime. $54. Got some ghosts coming up. Sleep trap evaded, 46 gold. 64. It's a mimic? Is that a mimic? What's going on there? Can I get that? What's going on with that? Let's see if Mark W can get that chest he's standing on. Oh, I did. 53 gold. Okay. I think it just lets me pick up the one from the map mid-combat. But I don't think it's an extra chest. Yeah. I'm not really sure that's beneficial. Oh, sleep trap. Mark is asleep. Okay. Wake up, Mark. Julia, you get this one. 64. A lot of 64 happening. 67. This is definitely like the mother load here. 81. 74. Sleep trap evaded. 92. 70. Acid trap evaded. 48 sleep traps. So now Jan is asleep, but Mark has woken up. Wakey, wakey, Mark. It's 24. 83. 44. This is so much. 23. 45. 41. 32. Didn't mean to talk. Talk to the chest, yeah. 30. 18. 85. This might loop back to the other section of chest. It might be connected, in other words. 85 we got. 32. 73. Acid trap evaded. 76. 24. Oh, it's dark. Guess we use a torch again. I think I have light spells or something. Maybe I should cast some of those. I don't know. Mark is asleep again. 55 gold there. Jan is asleep. Julia evade an acid trap. Now Julia's asleep. Okay. Everybody woke up already, though. Including Julia. 31. Okay. Yeah, so this was all connected. Yeah, I'm just going to write a little note here for my own benefit. More chests, these two sections connected. Okay. Yeah, I'm rich, Dan. I can buy Lord British's castle. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Thanks for joining. I'm just doing some dungeon delving here in Ultima IV, as you can see. Were there any secret doors worth looking at? I was so, like, blinded by the chests. No, none of the secret doors, none of the walls look like secret doors. All right. So, yeah, I guess we're going to go to the left. So we deal with this again. And these are phantoms, by the way. If you missed that, Eric. Each of these energy field looking things is actually a monster. They, yes, it's quite a lot of them, and they're not pushovers, but I can handle them just fine, ultimately. They give you 10 XP. For some reason I thought the max was 9 per monster. I guess I was wrong. Actually, I think like a Balron or something gives you like maybe 12 or 16. Hey, you want me to use Tremor? It's not a bad idea. I just feel like I can handle this. It's just gonna cost me like a heal on Dupre, maybe. Maybe I should try it once for the heck of it. I'm kind of being stingy with my resources, though. Let's try it once. Let's try it once. We're gonna do one Tremor. We can always get more reagents. Here we go, Tremor. Oh, that was fun. Presumably everybody who didn't die is actually injured as well. Alright, so I'm going to save the rest for a rainy day, though. But yeah, again, I can always mix some more. It is fun. You see the whole screen shake and everything. Get out of here, you fleeing phantoms. Alright, that's a lot of XP when you kill those phantoms. That's pretty fun. So we're going to the west side. Oh no, gremlins. Alright, what do I do with gremlins? Let me think. They just eat your food, I think. Which can be actually quite bad, and I don't think I have a solution to them if they do wind up eating a lot of my food. I would starve. So I get to just kill the gremlins. If it comes down to it, I could tremor. Or just be a little more aggressive with offensive spell casting or whatnot. Or use quickness. There's a lot of options. Let's just attack these gremlins. I don't think they're going to be a problem. I like their little Santa hats. Alright. Yeah, they're kind of weak. It's just you don't want them hitting you and stealing your food. That sucks more than taking damage usually. I don't think they have a prayer. They need to like really, you know, ambush you sort of. Like get close to you. Maybe other monsters are sort of running screen defense for them. Or whatnot. Alright, so we saw Tremor in action, which was cool. What time is it in the real world? Almost 11 o'clock, alright. Oh, it's running away. Get back here, gremlin. I want my XP. Alright, thank you. Get chest. It'll be Jenna. Attacked by troll. Take out the Etchin in his leotard for... You know what he looks like? He looks like Strong Mad. Does anybody know what I mean? Strong Mad? Not Strong Mad, but Strong Mad. Out of range. Alright, do I want to do a little resty? Let's do a resty. I dare you guys to ambush me while we nap on the dungeon floor. We're all redheads, by the way, with green pants and a blue shirt on. Oh no! Only Janet's awake. The rest are asleep. Oh god. Alright, let's kill the one who's gonna hack up a sleeping person, because that's not good. Oh, the fire's in the way. Shoot. Can't shoot past the fire. Alright, these people better wake up. That's all I gotta say. Okay, looks like, now Mariah's awake. Ugh, forgot this could get a little ugly when they ambush you. Are you guys still sleeping through all this? Holy crap. You're not like under a magical sleep. I mean, come on. Everybody's still alive. We gotta keep an eye on Dupre's hit points once again as usual. Cast away, get off! I mean, that's what it's for, right? I guess I could do that. Yeah, let's awaken somebody. Mark, get up. Thank you. Good idea, Dan the man. I feel like with markup we're in pretty good shape. Because I'm the man. Wait, Dan's the man. I forget who's the man. I'm the man. I'm so bad I should be in detention. Alright. So Dupre did not get a good night's sleep. They're still sleeping. That makes no sense. All right. Let's cast a heal on the prey. That's just simple enough. We got a whole lot of them, right? Here, Mariah, you will heal. Right? Ta-da. Okay. Just wait for these people to wake up. There's two of them are sleeping. What's coming up in DESTARD level 5 though? I only have this one screenshot of it. Okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now everybody's awake. There's a battle in here. Do I want to go into that? Oh, gremlins. Gremlins, bite after bite. Trying to think, what do I want to... What would be the purpose of jumping into this battle? Just to get... Whatever it is, just to get XP? I feel like if there was something special there, I would have taken note. So it seems like an optional battle. Now I'm curious. I'll have to deal with the gremlins first. Easy peasy. And we get some money out of it too. And Julia's poisoned. Oh well. Let's cast Cure. Julia can cure herself. Be your own physician. Okay, so there's a chest here, but there's a lot of dragons. Can I handle this? Tremor? Should I just do it? I'm gonna do a tremor. I can mix more. I can mix several more still. For now, let's just do it. And this will answer if it affects flying creatures, I think. I think they're flying. They have wings, right? Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, it hurt them. It killed 2 of them. I can't shoot them. Oh, yes I can. I don't know why I thought I couldn't. I wasn't seeing my cursor. It looks like I am being blocked by those fields, whatever they are. Interesting. Okay. Those are my recollection is the purple is sleep, but they can't shoot through them either though. Okay. So if I wanted to try to kill them, would I have to walk through those fields? And am I gonna get penalized for being a coward if I run away? Oh, they're blasting through them. Okay, there's that. Okay. Or something's making them go away. Maybe it was stepping on the chest did it. I think that's what did it. It like triggered them to open up. Oof. Okay. But can I get line of sight with any of these? Maybe that one. There we go. It's kind of rough. Could do protection or quickness. Let's do quickness. Wow, he moved twice and he can still attack? Oops, I didn't want to attack there. And he can attack twice. And he's still going. Still going. Whoa. Is this a bug? Still going. What's going on here? I think this is a bug. Okay, he's done. I'm glad it wasn't an infinite loop because that would feel pretty cheap. I thought I was going to get like infinite turns. But everyone else is only getting, no, I guess, maybe it's like randomized. Like each turn you get some extra ones. Dan says, interesting AI search said dragons were immune to tremor. Guess I didn't Glad I didn't bias your trial and error with erroneous AI. Ah, ha, ha. I don't know. I don't think I would trust AI on the nitty-gritty details of a game like this. It has to... I don't know. I find it usually makes stuff up once you get to nitty-gritty details. If you just ask something like, are dragons in the game of Ultima IV, they would be like, yeah, sure. And Shimino's shooting a lot. This is actually cool, quick. Look at this. Yeah, it seems to be somewhat random, like how many turns you get is random. Jeffrey gets multiple shots. Mariah. Yamino. Shamino again. Shamino again. Shamino again. How are we all doing? We're beat up a bit, but we're not in really dire straits or anything. You know, Dupre's not great, but I positioned him so he's not going to take any damage. He's got people blocking him. Julia, Jana, Jeffrey, Mariah, do it. Shamino. Shamino's picking off dragons left and right here. This is all for one lousy chest. This is probably not really worth it. Because the most a chest can have is 99 anyway, right? I guess it's good for grinding XP maybe. But I'll see. Maybe there's a surprise in store. I don't know. But I'll take note on the map what this is. This is worth mentioning. I wonder if I didn't even go to this particular battle before when I took the screenshot of the map last time. I don't remember. She's out of range, isn't she? Out of line of sight. Cool. One dragon left and it is heavily injured. You ready to do this, Mr. Dragon? Waiting for... Oh, Julia can shoot right now, can't she? Dragon critical, dragon dead, 15 points. Yeah, let's get the chest. Pray, do it. No, he's too beat up. Let somebody else get it. Jana, you can get it. Okay, Jana's gonna get the chest right now. Acid trap and 80 gold. Yeah, that's not worth it. That was just an ordinary chest, basically. An ordinary randomized chest. So let's take note of the map here. It's, how many dragons were there? 3 in each corner? Something like that. So I think there was 12. So let's make our text a little bit. I need a brighter red. This is too dull of a red. So here we have 12 dragons and a normal chest. Okay. Let me draw an arrow. Do 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 do. So who was it? Stu who was complaining about the repetitiveness of this music. I guess I can see it. I'm glad I like the music. What is going on with this arrowhead here? What the heck? Try that again. Can't even see the head of the arrow. Gotta make it thicker. I don't want to spend a huge amount of time. Okay. Refining these notes. Yeah, it's kind of silly to do. Can I make it thicker though? Just real quick. All right, that's better. There we go. All right. So that's not worth it generally. I guess if you want the XP, Looking at you now. Oh, what do you say, Dan? Another game where dragons are ridiculously underpowered according to real D&D, where an entire party would rightfully be afraid to be wiped out by just one dragon. Pretty much every enemy in this game is way underpowered. They get you by numbers. Or occasionally something like the Reapers or Ropers, whatever they're called, will get you with special attacks that put you to sleep. But as far as just like raw toughness, nothing in this game is that bad. The Balrons, I think, are the toughest. But even then, if I found 3 Balrons right now, I'm pretty confident I'd be okay. I'm gonna be right back and turn off my AC. This AC, I have it set to like 77, and I'm freezing my nards off here. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I think it's not turning off as it's supposed to. So just be right back 1 second. Alright, that was... Hope you didn't miss me. Alright, what are we doing here? Testing. Just look at my voice levels. They were very high in the red area. So hopefully it didn't sound all clipped and stuff. So what did you say, Dan? Another game where... Oh yeah, dragons are underpowered. Yeah, looking at you now. Right, so, I guess it doesn't really matter too much where I go here, but I'm gonna go to the left, I guess. I wonder if there's more than meets the eye in this room. Could there be something special, like when you leave in one of these directions, you teleport or something? I don't think that's the case. DESTARD. What is a DESTARD? I feel like that's supposed to be like dastard, like dastardly. These dastardly deeds. Alright, I wonder if I should use another gem because I don't have this whole area mapped out here. I guess there's not much to it. Alright, I see. I'm like torn between just using gems just to paste in here, or I could just take a note and just say there's stairs and stairs. I don't know. Let's use a gem. You got a lot of them. Alright. Oh, that's very nice. Look at that. That's better. That pretty much covers the whole level. I can just, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So I can redo it. Bear with me while I redo my map a little bit. Yeah, how can I do this elegantly? Let's see. I don't want to waste too much time. If you guys watching me draw on a map. How did I do this before? I guess I just made a separate file, just quick and easy. I was trying to like do surgical precision editing here. Let me just not do that. I'll just call this DESTARD 5B or whatever I'm doing. Just bear with me one more minute. Alright, so now I have the staircases mapped, and I can map out the A's and B's or whatever if necessary. Here's level 6. It's coming up. Okay, it looks pretty. It looks like there's 2 battles basically, and I don't know if I want to engage in them or what. I'm just curious, so I'm probably gonna do it. I guess last time I wasn't taking thorough notes of each battle. Alright, let's just move on. Why is it not working? Always something. Hello? Crap. Let's see. I cannot press any button. I'm pressing my Button 1, my button 2. Is the joystick just not working anymore? What's happening? Emulation, man. Not PlayStation. I set up the PlayStation emulator just because my daughter was curious about the game Parappa the Rapper. They want to remember that game. I had never played it, but she thought it was great. She just watched me play it. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I just can't push a button. This is horrible. I could try using the keyboard. Maybe I'll just switch to the keyboard. What should my buttons be? I don't even know. I have to be careful I don't conflict with my drawing tool. That's the problem. Decisions. Those aren't working either. Ah, shoot. So it's not accepting any input suddenly. I mean, I could just close the emulator and restart it. It should have my save state automatically. Just makes me nervous doing that sort of thing, though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. All right. Let's just actively do a save state just in case. I forgot I was doing this before. Made a whole bunch of them. DESTARD level 5. I don't know, what is it? June 24th, 2026. Alright, here goes nothing. We're gonna quit. And reload it. Alright, will it pick up a button now? That is the question, and it does. Hooray. Let's kill the slimy. Okay, we're down to level 6. It takes you right there. Yeah, it looks like, do I want to do these battles or just go downstairs? I don't know. I guess I'll try one of the battles. Oh God, what are these? Spiders? Dead people? Spider fleeing. Spider flees. Spider flees. Jeffrey. Who can you hit, guy? They poison. Oh, how annoying. Forgot about that. I guess this is all about getting the chest. Do you want to risk battling spiders which will poison you? For 3 chests. And I should note that on the map for next time. These barriers, whatever they're supposed to be, pillars or something, just make it hard for like some characters just can't attack in these tight quarters. Okay. Mark W is the only one poisoned, at least. I can take one for the team. Huh. I guess I can have some of these people be a little smarter. Mark is already poisoned, so he might as well get in the front again. Oh, he's going around that tricky spider. He's gonna get to prey. Okay. How are you guys doing? Should I try talking to them? I don't think I can. I can't talk on the screen anyway. These dead people block you. Okay. Alright, let's make the poison mark. Open all the chests. $42 gold. $37 and sleep. Oh, the sleep canceled the poison. That's cool. So now he's no longer poisoned. Wake up, Mark. I can just pass turns until he wakes up. There's no point in, you know, expending an awaken spell or anything like that. I guess I'll just get other people to open the chests. Mark's up, actually. Okay. $94 gold. $33. $56. Alright, let's get out of here. So let's write a note, actually. Spiders and 3 chests. Okay, I'm assuming the last... And I feel like the bottom room is probably the same thing, but I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. It's kind of funny how sleep cancels your poison status, because there's only like one status. You're good, or you're asleep, or you're poisoned. Or you're dead. I think those are the only status values. And, you know, if you change status, it overwrites all the other ones, basically. It's kind of funny. Alright, this is, okay, looks like basically trolls and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wow. 8 chests. Trolls and a cyclops and 8 chests. Shimino's kind of stuck out of line of sight of anybody, I think. Maybe you can get this one. Yeah, okay. Prey's HP is low again. Oops. Lightly wounded. After this, we might be able to do a serious upgrade, like get I don't know, get like Dupre some magic plate or whatever the deal is. I'd say Dupre because I think he's the only one who can actually use magic plate. The manual tells you everything that each character class can use. So much missing happening here. Oof. Excuse me. Troll heavily wounded. Yeah, this is a bit of a grind of a combat. No. This one to be over right now. Shoot the Cyclops. Cyclops is barely wounded. Cyclops fleeing. Where are you gonna run to, fool? He's in a dead end. He has to go through our small army. He wants to escape. Troll lightly wounded. Take that orc. Alright, I'm pretty confident that there's going to be some leveling up happening after we finish this dungeon, which is nice. Alright, let's get chests. Woo! Yeah, chests. Honestly, I'll make some people head up to get ready to leave, actually. It's just easy to make everybody like mash. You just mash the controller in one direction. Everybody go down. It's hard to like jump, like shift your focus. Okay, this guy, this guy, this guy. One move at a time. Anyway, it's alright. Okay, to pray. I guess you can go. I'm trying to think. Is there any like possibility of a secret door exit? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna try them anyway. Let me just gather stuff first. All right, some money. 1, 2, 3. What do we say? 8 treasure chests. I want to make sure I take note of that. $96. 38. $66. 27. She evaded some trap. I didn't see which one. $37. Back to Jana. Oh, she got. What happened? She got hit with something. Her hit points seemed fine though. I don't know what it was. Okay. Maybe it was a poison trap, but I don't know what it was, but it made a different sound than the usual trap mist sound, so that's why I'm a little confused. It went psh. Instead of pew, pew, it goes pew if it misses you. Like that. Anyway, now we have a bunch of stuff, hooray. Much more money. Let's see if, I don't know, let's just exit. I'm tempted to like hug the bottom of this, like bump into every wall at the bottom there, but it's gonna take forever. I guess I could do it with everyone else off the screen, but then what does it do if I have some people go off one edge and others go off the other? I don't know how that's supposed to work. I guess I would have to pick one of them for you. Or just not let anybody go off screen. Like anybody except the first off screen to happen. I'm kind of not being too coherent anymore. Yeah, I think this is nothing. just get out of here. Alright, we're out of here. So that was, what did I say, 8 chests? Or was it 6 chests? No, I can't remember. I think it was 8 chests. Troll, Cyclops, and 8 chests. Okay. So my notes say the redstone is on level 7, which should be coming right up. Here's the upcoming level 7. Looks like a small and unassuming level. Okay. It might be something I have to search for. Let's pop a heal on Dupre. Alright, so here we are. Oh, I went up. Shoot. That was the upstairs. Okay, now I'm on 7. And I can only assume I am right here. I'm not really doing all the A's and B's to match the staircases. Some of these levels are just so simple and basic. I don't feel like it's worth tracking all that. Like, it's not a labyrinth to navigate. Anyway, yeah, this is a very basic looking level. Guess I gotta be on the lookout for secret doors. I could even just search around using the search command in every space if I have to. Oh, maybe I'll start by doing that. I guess I'll just do that. It's silly, but I want to. It's not above this game to like just make you have to search around in this manner. Oh, it's dark. Should we do a spell this time instead of the torch? Okay, well, light spell. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's keep searching. Can I just go up twice in the menu? I just tripled my productivity. I'm probably not barking up the right tree here, but that's right. Alright, let's go through the door to the battle. Oh, it's just a bridge. Surely there's no sea monsters or anything waiting for me, right? Alright, let's see. There might not be, actually. Could it possibly be the stone is in this screen? You can't search here, actually. Alright, let's keep going. Can I walk into the water? Probably not. Yeah, let's keep doing it. Oh, no. Oh, these are the guys who messed me up. The ropers or reapers. I always get it confused because D&D calls them one thing. And I think they're ropers in D&D and reapers in this. Alright, so the question is, I mean, I know I want to get negate cast. But how to do this? Should I heal up first? It might be good to be healed up somewhat. However, it's going to attack me in a turn. I guess I could just walk to the left and heal up a bit and then come back. But I think for negate, I need to get the spell off in the middle of combat. What I remember from last time, it was just they're bombarding me with all these special attacks, and all my guys were asleep in no time. Once in a while, they will, I think you'll resist or just wake up randomly, and I could have, as long as I can have any of my spellcasters who are awake cast negate, I think I should be good. but I should look up without without resorting. Excuse me, without resorting to spoilers. I should try to look up how negate works. In other words, pull up ye old spell book. Negate. When faced with a greater or more telling magic than one's own, the practitioner of the mystic arts may decide it best for all involved to suspend everyone's use of thaumaturgy for a short time. Basically, we're canceling use of all magic, so they won't be able to sleep me and all that stuff. Poison me, whatever else they do. At this time, one should invoke the powers of the negate spell by mixing garlic with its warding characteristics together with the exotic mandrake ripe with mystic potency. To this blend, add but an equal amount of sulfurous ash to provide the spark of fusion and speak your own name backwards. Cram! All magic shall instantly cease save the enchantment of negation itself, which is manifested by the vision of a glowing N hovering before your eyes. The negate spell will only last for a brief time, which should be used either for the annihilation of your enemies or for the judicious removal of your presence from the troubled spot. All right, I think I just have to cast it in the combat. I don't think I can do it before. And just again, I just have to try to get somebody awake to do it. And I think they're pretty much, powerless once they've been negated. But we might as well look up the Reapers as well in this manual, which describes all the monsters a bit. And where is this shit? Here we go. Reaper. These grim creatures. Get it? They're grim reapers. These grim creatures stand upright on trunk-like bodies and wave many tentacles at their prey. The evil reaper can also reputedly cast different energy fields and thus is considered a most vicious opponent. All right, that's all we got. Here they are in their reapery glory. All right, so I'm just going to try to retreat west a little bit if I can, just to heal up. And then we'll do it. I'm almost wondering if this is a different battle than the one that owned me. Nonetheless, we want to be prepared. So let's get out a little bit. Can I just heal on this screen? I think I probably could. I gotta be mindful of magic points used. How much does negate cost? Do I know that? It might tell me in the menu. Anyway. So I basically want to maximize the number of people who can even cast negate. It costs 20. Oh my goodness. So how much did I spend casting heal? Heal costs 10. Yeah, so the prey could have cast it, but I just knocked him below 20. I'm not sure how magic points recover. Do they just recover? Yeah, they recover fast. Look, they're recovering right now. Like every turn. Alright, that's good to know. So I might as well just heal some more people. I don't have to go too nuts with it, I feel like, but yeah, that might be enough. Let's pop a heal on Shimino and maybe Mariah as well. I think it's more than enough. All right, let's wait till we have everybody's magic points back to normal. There's like no reason not to do this, I guess. It's interesting how this game has these multiple, almost like multiple concepts of time. Like, I'm kind of frozen in time because I'm in a battle. My food won't. Oh, my food does go down. Look at that. I was saying my food won't go down because I'm in a battle. But it does go down. I just saw it go down. That blew my mind. All right. Well, I guess everybody who can have 20 or more magic points does now. So let's just go and deal with these Reapers. feel like it's gonna be like a total over-prepared sort of situation. That's all right. Hello. Yeah, this is not the one I was thinking of. This is there was a different combat where there was like a whole mob of them. I'm actually considering not blowing in the gate if there's only 3 of them. Let's see how it proceeds. I'll do 1 round. Like, I might be able to pick off at least 1 in just 1 round. We'll see. He's already critical. Right, finish him. He's fleeing. Julia, finish him. Missed. Okay. Alright, Reaper kill. Yeah, that's, I think we can handle 2 now. Mariah. Shamino, shoot it. Miss. They didn't even take any action. It's back to my guys again. That's right. Can they even move? I think they can't move. They're fixed to the ground. I think like rooted in the ground. But they shoot those fields sometimes, which are dangerous. Alright, so yeah. Kind of over-prepared. That's right, though. I'm wondering if that mob of them that totally killed me, that might have been the other dungeon. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's not even a line of sight field. It's just, wow. Sleep. Boom. It is pretty nasty. Okay. But the thing that shoots that can damage you, it has to hit you with a field, so. I'm not worried, basically. At least not in this combat. Unfortunately, it's on that annoying corner. There we go. I got some bugs coming up. RW's asleep. He cannot open the chest. Alright, got 86 gold. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of scary just seeing 4 of your guys drop like that. You see the whole thing. You see the whole spell go. It lights up, makes that sound effect, and then half your guys drop. At least they're only asleep and not dead, though, right? Alright. I guess we'll deal with these insects. Not insects. Insects lightly wounded. Imagine trying to exterminate a swarm of insects with a crossbow. Just pew, pew. I'm tired of making Mariah shoot where she cannot. They're hard to hit, these insects. Maybe I'm not exaggerating what's happening. I'm really just trying to pick them off with a crossbow. Therefore, they're hard to hit. Get over here. Insects fleeing. Okay. Alright, it really is on level 7. I don't know where I got that from. For some reason, I feel like you looked it up a long time ago, Dan, and told me. But, I could search around some more, and if not, I'll go to the next level. Let's see, let me check my notes again, just to be sure. DESTARD. I'm looking for an altar. And one altar. I feel like an altar room should. Well, maybe it would be hard to find. I was gonna say maybe it should be something obvious, but I don't know. I think I'm not just looking for, like, I searched the ground here and there, you find the stone, though. There should be a room that I locate. Altar room. I'm gonna search anyway, though. That's what I'm doing. Just go up 2, gotta remember that. I know I skipped to some squares up there. That seems stupid. Okay. I should keep an eye out for these secret doors, though, as always. Get back to a few spaces I missed. I think I missed this one and that one. Maybe this one. Okay, let me review these secret doors again. Anything that is, review the walls for secret doors. There'd be like a little dot if there is one. No. Could it be on this screen or something? You can't search here. You can't walk in the water. Maybe there's a special square in the water. I'm not gonna kill myself though. I'm gonna just move on to the next level if I don't find anything shortly. I don't know. I think poking in the water is worthwhile. That seems silly, but it's hard to fine tune these movements. You want to skip through people. Let's control Jeffrey on the top. And Jenna on the bottom. Alright, maybe I'll just go down. I don't know. There could be another way, like another staircase. Maybe go down and around and up a staircase to get to a different section of level 7. I'm thinking that's probably what it is. In fact, I might already have level 8 mapped and showing that there are other stairs up. So let's look at the level 8 map I have of DESTARD. What's going on in this picture here? This one came out extra blurry for some reason. Not sure what I'm looking at with this thing. This looks like the stairs up. Let's just go down and see. I can always make a new map. Okay. So that looks like right about here. And those 3 rooms are combats, as you would expect. Oh, the secret door to the right there. Hold on. Ah, and that's stairs up, right? Let's try it. Ooh. So, yeah, it's a different part of 7. And that just takes me to another staircase, though. So I'm going to try using a gem. It might limit my view to just this little isolated area, but let's try it. Yeah, that's what it does. Let's screenshot this, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I don't know, I guess I can go up to level 6. Oh god, does it go all the way up or something? This is crazy. Oh, hello, ghosts. This might be the way of the altar room. Maybe maybe it is sort of like the entrances on level 7, but really it's like this whole side staircase sort of thing. I can't shoot. I can shoot over those bricks, but not over the staircase. Is that it? Guess that's it. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm tired. I might have been looking at Mariah running out of range and confusing that for an obstruction. I think that's what happened. All right, let's get the treasure. Level 2. Level 1. Oh, a rat. I smell a rat. These remind me of those rats that unions use. Like those big inflatable rats. Okay, so do I have this map level? This is a whole separate area of level 1. I don't think I've gone this way before, honestly. This is pretty interesting, though. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, that's Despise. I gotta stop looking at the wrong dungeon. And Dan says, you were very close. I think I just now reading the walkthrough, but don't want to... Okay, you were very close. Okay. Well, I can always backtrack if I missed something. Oh boy. That's right, level 1 looks kind of puzzly. I kind of assumed it just infinitely repeated. But am I in the same... This whole same section? That's what I'm not sure. Let's use the gem again. Okay, yeah, I'm in a totally separate area of 1. And there's 4 battle rooms, whatever you call these things. So let me map this out. Just bear with me one moment, please. Just gotta make my 1B, level 1B. This comes from long staircase. I don't know what else to call it. Okay. Do I want to get into some fights? Let's do it. What's going on here? We do have some Reapers. 1 Reaper. Kind of concerned about how protected they are. I could just use a tremor, I guess. Well, really, I think the biggest danger is they put us all to sleep. But they can't shoot us with their fire fields and stuff. So let's just do it straight for now. I could always do a tremor or something. I mean, I only have 1 more. I could mix more, but I mean, this does seem like a pretty justified use for a tremor. But let's see if the Reapers can really... 1 Reaper can mess me up at all. I guess combined with these gazers, it could get nasty. If they put us all to sleep and then the gazers are just blasting us, that would not be good. And that was a Reaper shoot. Was that a Reaper shooting poison at me? Or I think I got blocked by an insect. I'm not really sure. Actually, I'm gonna rewind my video real quick because I want to see what just happened there. I'm on the bridge from before. Alright, here I am in the battle. Just trying to see what happened here. looks like the Reaper shot a green thing, which would be poison field. And it did not get blocked by the insects. It went over their heads. Okay, it can shoot through them. Alright, good to know. Alright. Let's just try to clear the path, I guess. If we can knock out that Reaper in a moment, that would be fantastic. Now that we have line of sight, it might be doable. Shamino can shoot it right now. Missed. Yep. Jeez. Alright. I'm gonna put it here. Just clobber it. Barely wounded, alright. Come on, Julia. Jana. Christ. Alright, somebody woke up. Now there's a headless in the way. Mariah can't really hit anybody. Let's go here. Reaper is unblocked. Kill it. Keep missing there. Insect in the way. We killed that. Fire a magic missile or something. Barely wounded. Jeez. Okay. Let's do an awaken. Who do I want to awaken? I don't know which character is which on the field. That's the problem. Like, I would want to get the guy who's lined up right now between the two people who are awake. But I don't remember who that is. It might be Mark. Let's awaken Mark. Yeah, it was him. Okay. Right now we got geezers coming. Geezer barely wounded. They're shooting sleep field. That purple one was sleep, I think. Geezer barely wounded. Dupre's awake. That's good. What can he do really? Cast a spell, I suppose. Missile. Geezer lightly wounded. Alright, Mark W is gonna shoot him. Geezer lightly wounded. Dupre can attack now. Lightly wounded. Julia, get him. Jana, do your thing. Geezer critical. Nice, Jana. Mariah, finish him. Mariah with the sling finishes the beholder, essentially. Nope. That would have been cool. Shamino tries to shoot it in its big eye. The crossbow, it's fleeing. Yeah. Run with your tentacles between your eyeballs. I mean, your tail between your legs. Whatever you got. I don't know what you got. Alright, Geezer killed. Oof. Jana. Geezer lightly wounded. One character is still taking a deep nap. That's Jeffrey. Jeffrey's like, oh, who needs combat when you can just get a nice nap in? Headless killed. Let's go for this Reaper. It's unblocked. Barely wounded still. Oh my goodness. Shamino, get that Reaper. Lightly wounded. That's better than barely. Heavily wounded. Nice. Julia, do it. Heavily wounded still. Miss. Geezer heavily wounded. Oh, Julia's asleep. The thing, it has a sleep field that it shoots like a missile weapon, as well as the whole view, nuke the world sort of thing. So it chose to use the direct. Reaper killed. It chose to use the direct field attack, which is much worse, I think. But Reaper's killed, so that's nice. Now once the Gazer is gone, it'll be like, you know, fish in a barrel. Easy pickings, whatever you want to call it. I mean, one gazer shouldn't be a problem either, really. There's a lot of chests. I suppose I want to denote this on the map, though. It can be tedious to write it all down. But that's okay. It's usually worth it. Your future self will appreciate that, right? So what will we describe this as? Reaper, Gazer, and Headlesses, and... Jeez, how many chests? 9, 15, 21. Oh my god. Headless fleeing. No! Where are you gonna run to, Headless? You know, one annoying thing about sleep is that your sleeping guys block everyone else. You can't step over them. They just block the whole square. And that is a downside that should not be ignored. It can really incapacitate your movements. One sleeping guy can just ruin your whole plans. I guess that's what the awake spell is for. I think you have a limit of 4 9s in your gold. I have 5933. Part of me is worried I might hit 9999. I feel like I probably won't quite get there. But it would kind of suck if I do hit a limit and then I miss out on some gold. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. I would love to finish the dungeon. Unfortunately, I don't think I know what to do necessarily. In other words, I might have missed something. Anyway, these are wonderful chests, wonderful combats. Yeah, you can get some good chests, and they're exciting too a little bit. You know, they're not pushovers, so it's fun. You have to think a little bit, consider using magic. I do try to err on like not casting spells needlessly just because there's such a cost associated with the reagent cost. Like every spell is at minimum like a few gold worth. Depending on the spell, it could be like, you know, one magic missile might be like, I don't know, might cost like 12 or so. Or maybe even like 20. And then the spells that require Mandrake and Nightshade, it's hard to put a price on. You have to go out and hunt for those things. So many chests. It's incredible. I want to say 21 chests, so let's take a note of 21 chests, a bunch of Headless, a Reaper, and 2 Gazers. It's worth noting. I keep standing on a chest and moving my guys off accidentally. Like just now. Uh-oh, bomb trap. Everyone takes damage. Very not so deadly bomb though. Is there any secret doors here? Doesn't look like it. One of my guys is still sleeping. It's Jeffrey again. Is he still sleeping from before? I think he must be. Wake up, Jeff. Ha! There he is, he woke up. I'm wondering if that has to do with it, like his character class or some sort of stats, maybe like intelligence, making him less resistant to magic. Might be making that up though. Okay, that was quite a battle, and I think I've got like 3 more coming. Where's my screenshot? DESTARD 1B. So over here we have on the left. Was it 21 chests? One Reaper, 2 Gazers, many Headless. That's right here. All right. Oh, what happened? Use a torch. Any secret doors here? Doesn't look like it. I think there might be one like back down, but I'm just gonna keep exploring this area. What have we here? A bunch of Zorns and another nice pile of chests. Wow. Now, if you remember when I said I was concerned about hitting 9999, I think I had 5,300, which means I got about roughly 1,700 in that one fight. Which kind of makes me think at this rate I could hit 9999. A few more rooms like that one. But that's awesome. I'll be able to get some really good equipment. Perhaps a magic plate or whatever. Not really too concerned about Zorns. They can move through walls though, I believe. So that's worth knowing. They give you 16 experience like all the toughest monsters. Are they really that tough? I think not. The Reapers were giving me 16. Like, sure, they can go through walls, but other than that, they're not that bad. Do they do a ton of damage and I'm just not aware? That might be the case. Alright, this is quite easy actually. Come to me, Zorns. I remember Zorns existing in the Ultima games since Ultima 1. There would be sort of that 3D wireframe drawing of them in the dungeon. Okay, come on. Alright, now it's time to collect. I guess any secret doors here? I probably think probably not. Maybe I'll have everybody but like say Julia just retreat. Get out of the room. Oops. How many chests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. She's asleep. Who knows how many turns passed because she was the only one there. Bomb drop. He's getting beat up. Alright, so what is it? 15 chests and a bunch of Zorns. Several Zorns. They spell it with a, I think a Z instead of an X in the Ultima world. It's one of those, D&D people can't sue me. If I change the spelling slightly, I don't know. Like Balron instead of Balrog. The token estate can't sue me. Alright. 2 more of these rooms to check. Oh god. Once again, a lot of chests, and this time a bunch of gazers. I'm gonna advance a little bit so more line of sight can happen, maybe. Hopefully they don't nuke me in one round. Oh god, okay. Try to focus on one at a time as much as possible. That one can't reach. They're mostly just putting us to sleep one at a time, so not terrible. And we can wake up, imagine that. Alright, one is dead. There's some coming close. Shoot them. That one's fleeing. Once again, I say, where will you go? There's a mimic right there. Look at that. Let's me target. That's something that's kind of spoilery about this Sega Master version of the game. In the original, at least the one I played, Commodore 64, you targeted in a direction, north, south, east, or west, and that's it. This one, you just cycle through all possible targets, so it kind of spoils where mimics are for you. It's a little bit of a shame, but not really a big deal, honestly. If they just let you freely move the cursor around, I guess that wouldn't be an issue. But then it would take longer to... You couldn't just bang through these combat rounds quickly if it didn't cycle through pre-selected targets, basically. Anyway, let's take out these other guys. A few more to go. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have, I guess, 12 chests, 2 mimics, and was it 6 gazers? They can walk through walls. I didn't know. Oh, could that be a secret door? Secret wall? What do we call it? I know Zorns can move through the walls. Sleeping. Let sleeping gazers lie. Gazer's going down. He's critical. Heavily wounded. Killed. Fleeing. Ah! Killed. Alright, let's kill these mimics, I guess. Mimic fleeing. Mimic killed. Oh, there's a chest there too. I guess it turns into a real chest or something. Mimic barely wounded. Mimic fleeing. Mimic killed. Okay. What happened? Bomb or something, or whatever it is. We probably got hit with a sleep. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so there is a secret door there, and also I stepped in some square that closed the wall in there. I guess that just to make you panic, and then you just walk through the secret door to get out of it. That one too. Okay. So I'm not sure if just the secret door by itself is enough. Probably just step on the same square again that toggled it, maybe? I missed that one. Let's just try going through the secret door. Where? Oh, there's another one to the right. Interesting. But you can't go right again, so what's the point of that one? Oh, I keep going through it. I should tried it 3 times. Up, no. Down, no. I don't know. I'm trapped forever, no! Okay, what is the puzzle here then? Oh, the secret door to the left. Okay, I see. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Okay, I guess that's just nothing special here. I just gotta go through those secret doors, and let's take note before I forget what was here. This was it 6 or 8 gators? I'll just say several gators. 2 mimics. And about 14 chests. I guess if you count the mimics that turn into chests, it's 14. Okay. Alright. Get out of here. All right. I think the music is catchy to there, yeah, right? It would drive you mad. Otherwise, I mean, you know, the game probably lets you disable the music. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I could always turn off the entire game's audio if it did get too annoying. Anyway, we just have to check the down room and then actually probably backtrack after this. But I just want to make sure I check out all these rooms anyway. Okay, we got 3 Reapers. Okay, well. I want to cast 1 negate. It's going to be a while before I can get to them. It did also say negate doesn't even last very long, so I don't know. If it takes this long. But they can't shoot me with fields. I'm out of line of sight, so they can put me to sleep and then I just wait a while until I'm in their line of sight. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah. I guess when I'm coming around the corner, maybe I'll fire off a negate. That might be a good time to do it. And most of us are awake now. Come on, Jeffrey. Oh, great. Oh my god. Just keep doing it now. Should I negate? I'm gonna negate next time. Okay. I'll say next time Mariah goes, but she's asleep now. Everybody's sleeping. All right. Let's just try it. You can do it to pray. Negate. Alright, no more magic for you, losers. You can still shoot those fields, it looks like. Guess it doesn't count as magic. I think just to sleep is magic for it. Alright, a Reaper critical. Reaper killed. Heavily wounded. Heavily wounded. Shimino, do it. Oh. Dupre electrified. Are you okay, Dupre? Reaper critical. Just finished this one. Killed one. Alright, one more left. Reaper fleeing. They can't even move. They're literally anchored to the ground. Alright, so there's 3 Reapers and how many chests? My goodness. I think I am going to max out my goal. This is 7, 12, 15, 18, I think 19. So I'll just take note. 3 Reapers in a little bunker and about, what did I say, 19 chests. Chest there. It's a lot of chests. And I'm not entirely sure 9999 is the max, but it seems like it would be. No, Shimino's cloak obscures the gem, so I keep moving him off the chest he's standing on. Accidentally. Triggered poison fields. Okay, I have to deal with that now. I can just walk through them or cast Dispel, I think. Oh, I missed that one. Alright, I mean, the cures are not expensive. I have a million of them. I was kind of thinking of trying Dispel, but I have like something like 70 cure spells. I say we just walk through the poison field. Well, how many Dispels do I have? I have 3, and they cost 20 magic points. 71 cure. Let's just cure our way through it. You could probably make an argument for economical cost of these relative spells. It might be cheaper to do, like, say, 2 Dispels in terms of reagents, even if I have, like, 71. I think I'm too late to think too deeply about this. It's too late for me to do that. Yeah, let's use cures. I'm gonna run through it. Okay, Julia got poisoned. Hooray. I think there's only a probability of getting poisoned each time. And yet so far I'm 2 for 2. So I don't know. Certainly looking like it's a 100% chance right now. I thought there was just a lesser chance. Anyway, let's get them all through and then we can just dish out some cures. Alright, we're all poisoned. Might as well just do the cures. Alright, oh, I made him walk down again. Ugh. That was dumb. Oh, we're doing one unnecessary cure because I'm dumb. Okay, now you can cure Jeffrey, who will not walk into the poison field again. Hey guys, I think I want to do it again. That was fun. I want to go on that ride again. I don't know what he was thinking, Jeffrey. Alright, well that's that level. Yeah, I'm gonna go back down, try to figure things out. 9958 gold, so I didn't hit 9999 yet, but seems likely that I will by the time I hit the end of the dungeon. Alright, so yeah, Dan kinda hinted that he said you were very close, I think, just now reading the walkthrough, but don't want to spoil. I think maybe it's like possibly in this stairwell that there's a secret door that I missed, or I don't know. Or it could be something else entirely. Hold on, let me get that. I'll keep my eye out for secret doors, but it is hard to search because these stairs are automatic. Let's just look for the secret doors for now instead of searching every square. Don't see any. There'll be a black dot. Nah. Okay, maybe I will search all the squares. Is that where I came in from? No, I don't remember. Yeah, I think I came in from here. Alright, so I think this has something to do with it. Let's go back to my map of level 8. Yeah, so this was right here is where I went to that long staircase up to level 1. Let's denote that. And this is my low resolution map. For whatever reason, that's how it turned out. Text. God. Might want to fix this later. I don't know what to call it. Alternate level 1. I'm gonna make that smaller again. Sorry, you can't. It rasterizes once you click off it, and then it's like impossible to read. This is still low res image for whatever reason. All right, so I can read that. Let's just make an arrow. Where the fuck is my arrow? Excuse my language. Huh. There's an arrow. I can't miss it. All right, that's good enough. All right, here we are, the DESTARD. Trying to see what else there is. I mean, I can fight these monsters, fight these battles. I could search around some more, just issue search commands. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, like I said earlier. I search on the stairs, that's weird. Search right on here, maybe. Something's coming. Insects. You know, if I'm looking for an altar room, it really could just be one of those rooms. It might not be a normal battle. Right, it's an altar room I'm looking for. It could just be one of these rooms. Imagine that. Anyway, let's kill the insects. I don't know what's with the insects. They're so weak, and you don't find them in the overworld. Just deep in a dungeon where you're generally fighting some harder things. But these insects are quite weak. I seem to miss them a lot. Maybe that's their thing, they're just hard to hit. And that's pretty much it. There's more secret doors up here. I guess I already have that on the map. Ah, oh, this is the one. This might be the one who effed me up. You know what? I think this might be all it is, and not some deep secret that I have to search for. I think last time this might be the Reaper who really messed me up, and this right here might be the altar room that I just never got to. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it. Let's heal up Julia a little bit. She's a little battered. Alright, so let's just try to fire up and negate right away. Yeah, this is the one that messed me up. Alright. So let's just have Mark W do it right away, the negate. Bam. Now let's shoot them. Are they wounded? Now you've seen how, you know, they can be a little bit challenging when there's like 3 of them. So you can imagine how if I was caught off guard and I was playing this like 2 years ago by this group of 7 of them, you can just imagine how I might be getting totally blown away by these guys. Anyway, we can't do spells for now, so they are unable to put me to sleep. Get him, Jeffrey. Mariah's just going to be brave and go forward just so she can get within sling range. She can't sling any spells at them. Because of the negate. Now, the in-game story from the spellbook says there's going to be a floating N showing that your negate is in effect. But I guess I just noticed it's right here. That's the end that it talks about. I was about to say it should show it like in the map, in the combat map, but it actually shows it right there. Like your little, whatever this is, status-y area. Oh. Reaper crit. Reaper killed. Reaper barely wounded. Oops, she's out of range there. Mariah's poisoned. Yeah, I think she needs to step up one. I shouldn't make her tank too much. We'll see how it goes. I'll back her up if need be. Honestly, it's probably dumb for me to be advancing her at all. I'll start backing her up now. Just for her to get a couple sling hits in, like making her take all the damage. It's not a good idea. Oh, Dupre fell, actually Mark W fell asleep and woke up in one turn. He woke right back up. They're not so tough when they can't put you to sleep. They just pass most of their turns, in fact. They just sit there, rooted to the ground, spanking their monkeys. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, fiery hit against Mariah. I spoke too soon. He shot fire right at Mariah's face. I think they're just slightly out of range. It's hard to tell if I'm really missing her out of range. Mark W's did not get poisoned. The Reaper failed to poison him. Alright, you're going down, Reaper. Last one. Oh, alright. I might as well write on the map 7 Reapers. Seems like a wise thing to take note of. Which I should have done last time, really. They're right here. Okay, sometimes my arrow generates like invisible in this thing. What's going on? Why is it invisible? Using the black color? Okay, well, I had the black color on somehow. It's like right here-ish. Okay. I think we're about to max out. Oh, I gotta cure. What's her name? Mariah. Cure yourself, Mariah. Let's see if we max out our money. Nope, not yet. Oh, we're in the Room of Courage. And there's satanic cultists here or something. No, those are mages. What do I do here after I kill him? I might have to... Or maybe I have a command once I'm on that altar or something. Maybe they'll make a command available, basically. To get the stone? Is there even a stone there? There should be. It said there was. My notes say they were, and I would never write anything down wrong, right? Alright, let's go get the thing. If we can stand it, what do? We can stand on it. Let's see what Mark W can do next turn. Get chest. There we go. It counts as a chest. What did it say? I can't even... Not here? Oh, it's a general command. Get chest, and that was the wrong thing to do. Okay. Maybe that's not even an altar. I don't know. Use item, horn? No. Alright, now I'm gonna puzzle at this stupidity. That's definitely the altar. It got the 2 candles. Let me check my notes again. What I have here is redstone, which represents valor. Need the redstone in one altar room to get the 3rd part of a key. It is found on an altar. It is found in DESTARD. This is an altar in DESTARD. In one... Bluestone is found on an altar in the dungeon of Deceit. I think I just walked... I described this one a little awkwardly. But you can see for the other dungeon, it seems like pretty clearly found on an altar. Now, the fact that it's not the altar makes me wonder if there could be multiple. It's an altar. Maybe I'm just not issuing the command right or something. Like, what do I have to do here? I can't attack. I mean, I could attack. That's not going to help, probably. Status. Attack. Nothing to attack. Yeah, you're right. Cast spell. Get chest, didn't do anything. Ready weapon. Use item status. Use item horn. No effect. If I came all this way. The answer need to use the stones on the altar, I think. Yeah, but they're also found on the altar. Yeah, it is found on an altar. It's found in DESTARD. Dan says nope. Okay. There's stones on a different level. All right. Jeez. Well, my notes do say it was on 7, so maybe I should just stick with that. I might have to go to bed at this point. I was hoping I could just wrap it up. But now I gotta keep going on a wild goose chase. All right. Well, thanks for the tip, Dan. Alright, let's go to level 7 then. Dun, dun, dun. So where am I now? A whole other area of level 8 that I didn't see before. This is what I had mapped. And I went out to the left in that altar room. Interesting. Okay, was I in here? Well, I was in here, right? Let me rewind my stream a little bit. Hold on, Dan. If you got a question about spoiling it for me, I might just say yes, but let me just check something. Yeah, so that was okay. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, the thing I circled a moment ago was the altar room, and I went west, and now it's a whole other section of the level. Whole other area. Don't tell me yet, Dan. But I think in any case I might have to call it a night very soon. It is 12:45. And yeah, you know, I got a full day of work and everything tomorrow. It would be nice to finish it, but I feel like it's gonna take me at least 20 minutes longer if I'm lucky. And I'm gonna want to fight through all these places too. Alright, maybe I'll just call it now. Let's see, this is DESTARD level 8B sort of. If it is on 7, this is all I know of 7. Did I go to this battle? I don't remember. At this point, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I know I did. I went through this way. This is just that staircase up. I just crammed it over here. I guess it's more to level 7. I mean, I could use some more gems or something up there. I don't know. I'm gonna poke around a little more down here just because there's things to explore. Then I'll wrap it up for tonight. Get some more bugs to fight. Alright. Oh, dragons. Heavily wounded from one crossbow shot. Critical now. Finish him. Now he's fleeing. One dead dragon. Ah. Yeah, dragons are not what they're cracked up to be. Here be dragons. Yeah, let's write down on the map, here be dragons. I'm here, right? I'm just so tired. I'm like, I went here, right? Yep, I like to stay up late gaming, just like I'm a kid again. Staying up way past my bedtime. And there's also some strange secret door. Let's see what's going on with this. Oh, I just stepped in there and it opened up the other passageway. It's like a trigger. There's also a downward secret door. That's interesting. So I guess that would be to go... And for all I know, this is the path to get to the thing on level 7, so I might not be wasting time. But this looks like I can go 2 ways, here or here. And I suppose the downward one would take me... Would it take me over here? I don't really know. It seems a little off. It seems like it would take me somewhere else entirely, maybe. Well, let's try going down though anyway. There might be a fountain there, it looks like. Oh. Who's the dancing guy in the middle? Is that a Balron? What's going on the screen? This is interesting, isn't it? Something weird's going on. Alright, how do I even get to the other... Okay, looks like there's... It looks like there's no way... directly from here anyway to get to this section, but I can go down here. Looks like I'm in some weird sort of maze. There's secret doors here too. But in the previous screen, I don't think there was secret doors down that way. This might be a weird sort of teleport maze that I'm not going to track right now. I'm just going to wing it for now. Ah, jeez. They can do that, can't they? Okay. They can't actually hit me, though. So it's just wasting my time. These jerks are just wasting my time. Oh, man. Everybody's asleep. Dude. This is ridiculous. I gotta wind my way through the sleeping people. Oh, that's everybody now. Everybody's a sleeping person. God. Alright. Oh my goodness. This is quite a maze. I feel like this must be integral to getting to where I need to go. Unless it's a big red herring. I don't know. It kind of looks like a balloon. It says, oh, a Balron. Yeah. Yeah, that was a Balron, I think. I could just tremor these fools. Nah. They're just going to come back when I re-enter the screen later. I think. Oh. Ah. This actually tests my food supply. It's not for free here, just waiting. Like, even if they can't hit me, it's not at no expense. My food doesn't drain that fast, but apparently I am eating while asleep. Wake up, people. Thank you. Now what? Oh. This might be the area I saw on the map already. So tired, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Gems. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Alright, let's we can get 2 orbs here, which probably give me strength. Who wants strength this time? If it is strength. Status, is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. Alright. I might just do Dupre again, because somehow he sucks still. Or Mariah or Shimino. Let's just try it, I guess. Who touches the magical ball? Let's do Shimino. Oh, we got strength +5 and intelligence +5. He's dead. Oh shit. I gotta resurrect him later. That's actually okay though. I mean, it's not great, but Lord British will resurrect him for free, I think. So I guess that cost 400 health, that one. Probably. Let me take note on the map what that is. So, +5 strength, +5 int, but at least he had over 300, so I'm gonna say that was 400 or more damage. Hey, he's a very smart dead person though. Assuming the next one's going to be similar. So let me make sure someone is ready to take 400 damage. Maybe I should even go above that and make sure they have at least 500. This is what I was just drawing. I thought I was sharing the screen, but again, I'm tired and not doing a good job as a host here. Yeah, super ouch, says Dan, exactly. Yeah, you know, it's all right. I mean, I'll bring him back. You know, it might be time to do an exit soon if I don't. Well, it'd be nice to solve the whole puzzle here and basically get my stone and get out before I use an exit spell. But let's see who I'm gonna make use it next. I think I'll heal up to Prey to 500, and then do I want to do someone to that 600 who can have 600? That is, that might be wise because it's gonna kill Mariah if it does 400. I'm getting at if it killed Shamino at 300 plus, it's probably gonna kill Mariah at 300 plus. So let's pick not Mariah. I think probably Jenna or Julia. Let's go with Jenna maybe, but I'll heal her up. It was int and dexterity, was it? Oh, int and strength. Okay. She's pretty strong. Alright, let's heal her up to 600 and then do it to her. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, one more heal for her. Alright, let's touch it. It was 400 damage. Alright. Now I can update my note. Instead of saying elite 400, we can say 400 damage. Alright, so that's a nice boost, even if Shamino's dead for now. And this fountain to the right might do something good. Here goes nothing. Who drinks from the fountain? Good question. To pray, sure. Jeffrey has a good amount of hit points. You can do it, Jeffrey. Ah, refreshing. Yes, did that do anything? Oh, it healed him. Can it heal Shamino? He can't drink it if he's dead. Yeah. Thought I'd try anyway. Oh, it's healing everybody up who's not dead. It's too bad I didn't just drink from this instead of casting heal spells. It's alright though. There is a resurrect spell, but I don't have it. Alright. So this is a full healing. Let me take note of that. Okay. Looks like that's all I went through those fancy combat screens for, is this stuff, which is nothing to sneeze at really, but Now I gotta backtrack, it seems. So let's do it. Oh. Okay, I see. I see how this is. Negate or tremor, or just fight them. Let's start with a negate, I think. Let's shoot, focus on Reapers and Gazers, if possible. Lightly wounded. That's hitting the wall. Right, you want to cast a spell, perhaps? Should we try a fireball? How well does that work? Oh, it failed instead. That sucks. Gazer fleeing, Gazer killed. Headless killed. Let's shoot this Reaper. I missed. Reaper lightly wounded. Reaper lightly wounded. Yeah, she's hitting the wall. Reaper heavily wounded. I like that. Prey electrified. It's electric. Was it 1 a.m.? I gotta wrap this up. I keep saying I gotta wrap this up. I'm like, I just want to keep exploring a little more. Alright, Reaper killed. We got one more Reaper left and 2 more Gazers. I think negate does help a lot. Move forward a bit so that more people can actually shoot. Now the spellbook said that negate only lasts a little while, a short while. So far it seems to have lasted, I mean, I'm probably gonna get a reality check in a moment, but I feel like so far it's been lasting quite a while. The Reaper has not cast the Beam spell. The Beam area effect sleep spell. It's not even area effect, it just gets everyone, I feel like. Although, you know, obviously the Gazer is still shot its sleep ray as normal. Shooting sleep rays at the sleeping person. Ah, now we're off. Okay. That's my reality check. I think at this point I can handle it, though. Alright. Now I'm gonna have to deal with that Balron, probably. Who's carrying around the corpse of Shimino through all this? Ever notice that in these computer RPGs, it's like, yeah, you can have a party of 8 guys and 7 of them are dead. And, you know, you bring in the corpses to get resurrected, but it's like, how can one guy carry 7 corpses? I'm just like making dumb moves here. I better not make dumb moves with the Balron. That might be worth negating as well. Oh, I'm so dumb. I cast the fireball when my negate was in effect. That's why it didn't work. Just blew a perfectly good fireball for that. Alright, here we go. He's behind that wall, too. What is this, freaking brigands or something? Oh, let's see how it goes. It's probably a little risky, but it's just rogues or nothing. And if he can't shoot me behind that thing, I think I'm gonna step in some square that breaks him out. For now, he's behind it. I bet it's when you step in one of the chests. It opens up that sleep field or whatever it is that he's behind. I think it's asleep. Okay. Let's see what triggers it. Oh, it's a mimic. Ah, 2 mimics. Sleepy. Mimic fleeing, mimic kill. Mimic heavily wounded. He shot poison at Dupree, that stupid mimic. Alright, what are we gonna kill this Balrog? Is it just... I think it's just behind that field forever. So I have to go up through the escape. Hopefully it doesn't count... I guess it doesn't count like fleeing. Before it didn't count like fleeing. And I ran past it. So yeah, I don't think this Balrog ever escapes. He just kind of puts you to sleep for the other guys to get you. You could probably cast Dispel to let him out, I guess. And we're back in the room with the dragons. So this is just sort of a side quest for those 2 stones, or whatever they're called, 2 orbs, and the Fountain of Healing. AKA the thing that destroyed... The orbs that destroyed poor Shamino. Missing a lot. I guess Jeffrey's not in line of sight. Another dead dragon, another dead dragon. This dragon's critical. That was fast at the end there. Let's try to escape. Alright. Now, back to the stone. Oh, that Reaper's back. Okay. Hold on, is that the one with 7? That's in a different location. I'm a little confused. We're on DESTARD 8B, right? Or 8A, I don't know anymore. Yeah, I think I'm right here. I must be right here. I think it's just like a wandering Reaper. That wasn't there before. It's not a fixed thing on the map. What was that secret door you just passed? Did I pass the secret door? Oh, you mean on that screen, the battle screen? That was the one that triggers the passage to open so I can go to the west. That's like when I went in this area in the first place. I had to hit that. But I don't need to do it here. Oh, let's cure what's her face, or what's his face, to pray. All right, I guess I'm gonna deal with some Reapers again. Only one, good. Critical, dead. Boom. If I were smart, I would label all that stuff on the map, but I don't know how to write it all down, really. And that's fine. I'll just deal with it next time. All right, so I have not been in this room, I don't believe. Oh, it's another altar room of truth. so this is, what was the other one called? Courage? I should have written that down. Got some hydras here. Alright, so I'm gonna finish exploring down here and then try to puzzle out what the heck I'm supposed to do on level 7. I'll check here anyway, see if I can do anything with this altar, but I doubt it. Again, we have strange exits. They're gonna lead to areas that I don't know where those are even supposed to be on the map. Because look, it looks like this on the map. Doesn't look like there's exits. So I don't know. I guess that's just how the altar rooms are. Oh! I just had a mind-blowing idea here. These might be connected to different dungeons entirely. Oh my goodness. I think one of the hints was that the altars connect dungeons together. So if I see, like, it looks like there's no doors here, I think these might be portals to other dungeons. I don't know if my mind can handle this now. Should I go through anyway? Maybe I should just backtrack at this point. Focus on the prize. I think I really got to call it after 1 a.m. And at this rate, I'm going to be going to bed like 2 a.m. if I keep persisting. So let me backtrack here, and I'll say goodnight in a moment. It's unfortunate I couldn't get the redstone tonight, but maybe next time. Oh, I can't save in the dungeon. Well, good thing I have save states at least, so I'm cheating in that way. In that I, even though the game for some reason doesn't let you save in dungeons, need a save state. That was actually part of the difficulty of the game back in the day. It was like, you know, I had to like plan my life around Ultima to some degree. Like, you know, if I had to go to bed, I don't know how old I was. I might have to go to bed at like 10 or 10:30. And, you know, if I go into a dungeon at 9, that means, oh, I might not be able to save my game, and then I'd have to just power it off. Without, you know, losing, you know, and I would lose my progress. Anyway, I do have to call it a night. It's just way too late. So thanks, Dan and Eric and whoever else has been watching. It's been fun as always. I might just resume this next week. I would love to just keep getting through Ultima, although I do have the NetHack game in progress as well. There's so much going on old games on a weekday. But anyway, good night, guys. I'll see you next time. So take care.